It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to the KVJ Show. Good morning, y'all. Happy Tuesday. What's going on, Virginia?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah?
I'm having a rough one.
Uh-oh.
I met her in the elevator today, and I got that vibe that the witch is down and out.
Yeah.
And I hit her with a ton of information about work, and she was just like, whatever, dude.
Whatever you want to do with that problem, that's your problem. I got 8 other problems.
She goes, you just handle it. I don't care.
She's not here for it, huh?
You ever feel like you've been kicked in the chin and the face and the chest,
Yeah.
and then you turn around and you get kicked again?
Every day of my life.
I feel like Kevin.
What's wrong with you?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so my mom had me spun.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was just trying to hold it together, and I was so stressed out because I asked her to just stay in the little lobby area that we have here at the station. I said, Mom, just sit on the sofa.
Yeah.
Please don't get off the sofa. If you need anything, text me. I'll get it for you. Mm-hmm. And she just couldn't.
Couldn't do it.
She couldn't do it.
Can't follow the simple instructions.
She asked our head engineer to make her a hot tea. I was like, Mom. And he was about to do it.
A hot tea, huh?
And she's like, I need you to make me a hot tea. Do you have lemon? He's like, what?
What?
And I think he was trying to find a lemon. He's so lovely. He was trying to do it and find a lemon.
Well, we were in the middle.
We don't have no lemon.
We were in the middle of some brainstorming meeting, and all of a sudden there's kind of a commotion out in the hallway. And then I see Virginia and Denny's get up, and there's something going on. And I see Virginia walk back in the meeting going, shaking her head, muttering to herself.
She's like a naughty toddler.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't you can't let her sit in an area and think that she's going to stay there because she's not.
She's not going to stay there.
I told her, please don't go in there and bug Denny's. Denny's is working.
Yeah.
What does she do? Goes in there and bugs Denny's.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then after you left, I was in here trying to get my stuff together, and I can't find her. I'm like, where the hell is Linda?
Yeah.
And I looked at Denny's. I'm like, have you seen her? He's like, no, I don't know where she went. Like, poof, she just disappeared. And so all of a sudden we stop and we hear singing off in the distance. She had made it all the way down the hall at our work and gone into a closed door meeting with our head bosses. The door was closed. She went in and told everybody they had to stand and sing the national anthem. And
what?
Me and Denny's.
No way.
Denny's, back me up.
No
We walk in.
way.
She's halfway through singing the national anthem with all of our head bosses.
No.
USA.
Oh,
USA.
my gosh. No way.
We couldn't believe it.
That's unreal.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
I love it.
Wow.
She got a song in her heart, dog.
I know.
Wow.
And I'm not mad at it. It stresses me out.
Right.
Because I know everybody at work is like, what the hell?
Trying to get their stuff done.
Right.
Yeah.
They're working.
Your mom's lovable, though.
She's very lovable. She's very sweet. I'm like, Mom, just stay here on the sofa. The next time I caught her down the hall, I'm like, what are you doing? Getting my steps in. Like, you have arthritis. You're specifically supposed to be walking minimal.
She just likes to do the opposite, huh?
Oh, boy, yeah. She loves to do the opposite.
Okay, so that kind of got you going, just being a little stressed out, trying to watch Mom. Now, you sent her off. She's on her way.
I did. So she was flying back last night, and then I had to stay up. So I had to wake up at 1 a.m.
I would love just to have heard the national anthem on that plane. That would have been great.
I'm sure there was singing on the plane.
Question, what was our bosses doing? They were
having a meeting.
Were they listening to the song? Or?
No, they were standing she made them stand up and put their hand on their chest and sing the national anthem. Denny's, back me up.
That is nothing short of amazing.
They were all standing and singing with their hand on their chest.
Like, what is going on?
I love this.
I almost had a heart attack.
It's endearing.
It is great.
It really is.
If you're on the outside, I can see where it would be. I get it.
I mean, I get why you're stressed out, but no one's mad at you here at work. I mean, not for that.
I feel like the bosses were like, all right, already. David had to come in here once and he was like, I think your mom is taking scam calls on her phone and signing up for new insurance plans. I'm like, what? So I go running out there.
This was all yesterday.
This is all yesterday.
Wow. I mean, it's nonstop, huh?
It's nonstop. You can't leave her because she will get into trouble. So by me bringing her here to work and having to leave her in the little lobby area and just hoping that she can sit there and be cool, she can't.
Yeah.
She's going to get into trouble.
Wow.
She's very creative.
Very creative, very musical, very lovely.
Sure, yeah. Right.
Just, it's got to be in a different environment.
Yeah, if you have nothing going on and there's nothing about your day, it's all good.
Right.
Yes.
She's a vacation vibe.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Yeah, she's just a ton of fun.
I think we need more of her around this place.
All right, well, she'd love to stay at your place.
I know she would.
She loves Jbird.
I got all the instruments at my house.
Oh, these two were like a musical Sonny and Cher. They were having so much fun.
I love your mom.
Yeah, I'd be fun. Well, at least you got a place for her to stay next time.
Oh my gosh, I would love it. Rocco would love it because Grandma is up his you know what.
She's always welcome.
Yeah. Okay. Is that all it's got you frazzled today, or is there something else?
No, well, I was up at 1 a.m. trying to get her in her Uber. That was a whole thing.
Oh, okay.
She hasn't checked.
She takes the red eye, huh?
Well, it was like $80 cheaper to fly her at night. So I was trying to save some money and I flew at night. Won't do that again.
Okay.
But yeah, so you can't book an Uber for somebody else at the airport. The rider needs to be the one booking it at the airport.
Okay.
So I was like trying to trick Uber and make it think I was there at 1 a.m. So I'm waking up and answering Uber.
You're in this game with Uber now at 1A.
I'm trying to send Kevin all my prep and it won't send. My phone won't send outgoing emails because it's too full.
Right.
My storage is full.
It always seems like that stuff hits. The tech issues always happen when you got a gazillion other things going on. Then it's like, you know what? We're just going to jump into the party. Looks like a lot of fun.
I'm not doing good.
Well, Virginia's still trying to de-stress from her mom's trip that rolled into town. All the fun stories. Just turned her loose in the radio station yesterday, and she had at it. That's fun.
It was fun, and it's funny now, but it's like, you know, when you're in it and your boss is there and you're like looking at their face and they're looking like confused / annoyed and you're like, oh, God.
Yeah. It is a lot. I mean, when you got those familial obligations, it is kind of tough because what are you going to do? You can't really say no. And
No,
it's your mom.
And what she did, she was so slick about it. She's crazy like a fox.
Yeah.
She cornered Kevin at the old Key Lime house on Saturday night. And she was like, Kevin, you like country music, don't you? And Kevin had a beer or two in him. He's like, yeah, I love country music. And she's like, can I come on the radio with you on Monday morning and sing a country duet? And Kevin's like, yeah, sure.
No, I said, you know what we should do? We should make a video. I'm like, we should do a video. Yeah,
she told me you said yes.
No, I said no, we should make a video. I said a video would be popping much better.
She told me that you said yes, she should come in on Monday morning and be on the radio and sing a country duet.
Yeah, no, I never said that.
Personally, I'm so happy it went on the airwaves because I thought it went great.
She was here and I'm like, all right, I guess we're going to do this. So.
I thought it went great.
Lessons learned.
Yeah.
Lessons learned.
Yes.
I don't need this stress.
Right, yeah. Are you going to be bringing your mom back in again anytime soon?
No.
Okay.
No, we're going to take a little break.
Okay.
Just bring her to my house. We honor that kind of behavior.
No more take your mother to work days.
Not for a minute. Well, if I do, I just got to bring a babysitter for her. That's all.
Okay.
That was my mistake. She was just allowed to run wild.
Yeah.
Like a cowboy.
She had a good time.
She had a great
time. Yeah.
Do you need your menopause fan?
No, I need like some hard medicine.
How about some breakfast on the bird? Whatever you need.
Maybe a little egg would do me good.
Okay. There you go. Get
A little
that
cheesy egg.
How you doing today, Bird?
I am great.
Okay, good.
Just trying to be Virginia's support friend.
Yeah. I saw you and your mom made the Sun Sentinel, too. They were asking if people preferred the Beatles over the Rolling Stones. They've got a Beatles versus Rolling Stones thing rolling through town.
It was kind of weird. We were sitting in the car in the drive-thru at Walgreens picking up her meds, and the guy from the Sun Sentinel, Ben, called. And he's like, hey, do you have a minute? I can interview you. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And as soon as my mom heard Beatles, that's her favorite band.
Oh, okay.
And so she wanted to chime in her opinion about the Beatles versus the Rolling Stones.
Of course, it has to do with music.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was like,
She's an expert, yeah.
this is my thing.
Yes.
Virginia always knows a way to find a little way to get some extra print outside of our show. You're always in a paper or a magazine. They know Ben's calling me.
Oh, I got to give Ben your number.
Give Ben my number. I'd love to give a quote.
I would love to give Ben your number because you should have been quoted on the Beatles versus the Stones.
I do. I love the Beatles.
You had a lot to say.
I did. So did your mom.
Oh, she had so much to say. She's all in the interview.
She lived it. She knows. She knows the Beatles.
She lived it, and she wants to talk about it.
Okay, lovely. Yeah, so that is in the Sun Sentinel, I believe, today.
Yes.
If you'd like to check that out, and if you'd like to sound off on your favorites out of the two, Rolling Stones or the Beatles, Beatles are winning 64 to 36%.
I figured they would.
That's who my mom voted for, Beatles.
Okay, and then you went Rolling Stones because you caught a guitar pick back in the day, huh?
Yeah, okay. Keith Richards plucked me a guitar pick. So
I bet he wanted to pluck.
I think he was 70 when I saw him.
It don't matter.
Denny's had one of those familiar obligations the other day, and it can be tough when you're kind of saying, I got to babysit my mom, or I've got to go run an errand. He had some in-laws that he was taken away for a little bit of a trip and drove quite some distance and realized that something had been forgotten. Now, where were you driving and what got forgot, Denny's?
So I was driving my in-laws. They went on a cruise. It was one of those 8-day cruises.
Ooh, fancy.
And it was down at the Port Everglades, which takes from my house an hour and 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And we got there. We started unpacking all the bags, and they realized we forgot a bag.
Oh, man.
And their cruise is leaving in basically 3 hours. So I shot back up, which was an hour and 10 minutes, grabbed their bag, drove back down, dropped it off with them, which was an hour and 10 minutes, and then drove back. Oh. All of this made me miss the Rust Market, which I was supposed to be going to.
I was wondering why Jen looked so sad at the Rust Market. She was just kind of sitting in her booth, your wife was, and just kind of...
Yeah, usually I help her out, but I was in the car for 4 hours and 40 minutes.
But it was her parents, so you're forgiven.
Right.
You did the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm glad to do it. But, at the same time, I was like, bro,
Still, that's
4 hours.
That is a rough drive. Yeah, when you're driving back and you're going, every minute of this is so unnecessary.
Well, so the way down, we made such good time. It was exactly an hour and 10 minutes. The way back took me an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh,
It was an extra 30 minutes because of that Boca traffic. And then I had to go back through when I went back down, which luckily I think it cleared up.
did you have Baby Lochlan the whole time?
No, I dropped him off with my mom.
Okay,
so.
that's good.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just one of those. It's totally cool, and I didn't mind doing it. But man, you're sitting there in the car for so long. I listened to all my albums.
Albums.
He had a record player in the front seat.
You basically drove to Gainesville.
Yeah.
It was a long drive.
Yeah, it really was. You said that Lochlan is in his superhero costume phase going on right now. You had a very adorable photo of him and some kind of blue superhero costume. I'm not sure I recognize that one.
Yeah, I'm not familiar either, but he went to a birthday party and he got turned on to a show called PJ Masks.
Yes, PJ Masks. That's for the little kids.
Yep, it's a little kid. They're all superheroes. There's 3 different ones, but the one that he's really attached to is I think his name's Catboy.
They look like low-budget Power Rangers.
Okay.
Yes,
They're all
exactly.
one color, but they're like little mini.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah, they're cute.
I'm holding up a photo for KVJ TV if you're watching.
He could not be any cuter.
But he wears this thing endlessly. Even last night, he was running around in it. When we get him out of the bath, he immediately wants to put it back on.
See, that's the fun stuff. When they start getting into that is awesome.
So cute.
It is. He's got a cape, so he runs around and he keeps trying to do good for everyone.
Use your powers for good, not evil, Baby Lochlan.
That's what we tell him.
He's learned he's a superhero. Okay, who is responsible for this chaos? Is it Jbird or is it producer Denny's Baby Lochlan? Now, one of the two of them accidentally put a lot of paste in their hair. Did not mean to. Now, I'm thinking that that one might be Jbird, just kind of grabbing for the wrong thing and smeared it all through his hair and then realizing, oh my gosh, I grabbed the wrong thing. So
Oh, like toothpaste instead of hair gel.
maybe, yeah, something crazy like that.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going with. Am I correct in my hunch on that?
The Kevin Ralston is exactly right.
Yes.
100%.
Okay.
I thought it was hair stuff to style my hair with, but my girlfriend bought me this other thing that looks like hair gel. It's for keeping your action figures in place. It's like a putty, but the packaging and the cream looks just like hair gel.
Oh my
hair gel.
gosh.
So I'm putting all this crap in my hair.
You put putty in your hair?
And I'm going, what on earth is going on? My hair hasn't recovered. That's why I'm wearing this Furby hat.
I kind of want to see this putty hair.
It's dried out. It's dried out and it's frizzy.
Who knocked over and got tangled up with a dancing inflatable tube man? Who did that?
I feel like that's Jbird.
I'm going to say Jbird on that as well. Yeah.
That was Baby Lochlan.
It was.
Yeah, he went to a birthday party over the weekend that I mentioned earlier, and they had one of those, like, I don't know, they dance in the wind tube men, and he was so fascinated by it. But when he was playing with it, he fell into it, and it wrapped around him. He got all tangled up.
Oh, that's funny.
Who had a stranger help tie their shoe? I'm going to say because of his hip issue, that was actually Jbird. Somebody saw him struggling, like, oh, let me help you out, and they tied his shoe.
All right, I'll say Baby Lochlan.
I mean, the Kevin Ralston is locked into the bird.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Right.
I couldn't tie my shoe, and I kept stepping on the lace, and I go, this is going to end bad. I need some help. And a kind stranger helped me with tying my shoe.
That's so sweet.
It was very sweet.
Who got loudly farted on by a dog?
Ooh.
I'm going to go Lochlan on that one.
I hope it wasn't Lochlan.
It's tough because, yeah, he's more like face level.
He's more like dog butt area.
Yeah.
I'll say Bird.
Oh, that was Lochlan. Yeah, and he is dog butt area leveled because it. So he was standing there, and he loves farts now. I mean, I think it's just by nature, but the dog farted right in his face. And he's like, dog farted.
So not cool.
Yeah, it's like, dog farted.
He's getting all those important words down.
He knows fart well. He knows fart, poop, pee. It's weird that they attach to those ones.
Yeah.
He laughs at
fun
farts.
stuff.
Oh, yes. He'll fart and then laugh. He loves it. He loves it.
And who dropped all their cash and saw it just blow away? Who was that? I'm going to go with Jbird on that.
I'm going to go Jbird too.
It's a tricky one. That was Lochlan as well.
Lochlan had cash?
Well, I had cash, and Lochlan saw me with cash, and I handed it to him, and he just let it go in the wind.
Yeah, easy come, easy
I was like,
go,
Lochlan,
right?
what are you doing?
Easy come, easy
Daddy
go.
worked hard for
He
this.
doesn't even know what it is. Just threw it in the air.
Who needs? He's teaching you a life lesson.
Yeah, how to pick up cash real quickly.
Your kid ever like to hang out in an odd place where you wouldn't think that a kid would love to hang out? I saw this mom on TikTok who's bringing her 15-month-old son to Home Depot at 6 a.m. to burn off some energy. Apparently, he loves checking out the washers and dryers and the cabinets, and he gets to run around. He's not really in anybody's way, and she's like, this is perfect.
Rocco, ever since he was like 2, has loved the doors at Home Depot. You know, they have those little doors and windows area where you can open and close the doors.
Yeah.
He still, to this day, when we go to Home Depot, he's like, hey, can we go by the doors?
Don't they have a...
Really?
Yes.
Just random like that, huh?
Loves it. Loves to play with the locks and fiddle.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they used to have ones where they were set up and you could hit the button and hear the doorbell. Do they still have that?
They do. They
Yeah.
do. We can test out the doorbells, too.
Stephanie said my son used to love going to IKEA as a toddler.
Yeah, they got them Swedish meatballs, though.
Yeah, those are delicious.
And one other person texted in, they said, Petco or PetSmart? My kids love going there.
I remember being a kid and we never would get an animal, or if we did, we would get one of those fish that would die within a day. But my dad would take us and we would just look at the animals and we were so entertained and it was for free.
Yeah, it really is a great way to kill a little bit. If you have a kid, you can entertain them for free at those pet stores.
Yeah. I just would like to know if those fish ever live.
Maybe it was you.
They
living fine at Petco.
You're right.
They didn't die till you took them.
The Penningtons, fish murderers.
What do you think about the concept of sleeping with dogs in the bed? Do you think it is good that it helps you sleep better, or does it help you sleep worse?
It'd be worse for me because I have allergies.
I used to sleep with Chewy all the time.
Yeah.
I would lay on the floor and put a blanket over us, but I would sleep with him.
So you lay on the floor with him?
Yes.
Did he ever want to be on your bed?
He couldn't because he had arthritis and he couldn't get up the stairs. But I don't mind sleeping in a bed with the dog.
You and your dog both had arthritis.
That's how I knew I had it. Because I stretched like him. I go, oh, why am I stretching like my late dog? I go, I think I got arthritis.
You know, as it is right now, we have the smaller Pomeranian that sleeps in our bed, Coco. But I can't sleep with the other two dogs, the Frenchies, because the chubby one, Ocho, he just loves getting right up close to you. And he's so hot because he has so much body mass. And then he also has breathing problems because he's a French bulldog. And so he's like, and you can hear him all night snoring. And then he's a farter on top of it.
Oh, goodness.
And I don't know what it is. He always gravitates towards me. So my wife would be like, this is fun for the weekend. We're going to let him on the bed. I'm like, all right, it's the weekend. But then every single time he comes over, I sleep maybe 10 minutes. And I'm like, I cannot do this. I'm one of those people where it depends on what the dog is, but I got to have my space.
Well, I got to have my space too.
You can't stretch out really, too. You're afraid to move. And I am a thrasher when I sleep.
Oh my gosh, you would kick a dog in the head.
That's why I don't like sleeping with people or animals.
I get it. I've seen you thrash when you fell asleep in the front seat of my car.
And then you can't sleep because you don't want to thrash people. So now you're just basically on a plane.
You feel like you're a prisoner that can't move and you can't really get comfortable. And then you're just kind of like sitting there just letting it go. Yeah, to me, I've a lot of times had dogs sleeping in the bed. It depends upon the dog. If the dog can lay at the foot of the bed and not touch me, then yeah, let him stay there. But if you got a dog that is a snuggler and has to be right up next to you, I can't do it.
Just a little FYI, a tip, if you will. If your dog is going to sleep in the bed, make sure you wipe off their butt with a wipe before they get in the bed. Because sometimes dog butts can be dirty, y'all.
I think dogs need to be taught to use the bidet.
Or learn how to wipe.
You wipe dog butts, huh?
Well, sometimes you have to just to kind of make sure you don't want.
I don't want doo-doo in the bed.
You don't want.
No, I hear you.
You don't want doo-doo. Yeah, she's right.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Got to trim that butt hair.
Well, because sometimes, I don't want to go into too much detail, but sometimes dogs just don't know what's going on back there. They got a tail, they got fur.
And even if they did, what are they going to do about it? I mean, that's why they do that little scooting across the ground.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how dogs wipe.
You just can't think about it if you're snuggling with your dog.
Yeah. It's rough.
If you're snuggling feces.
But I'm a dog person, so it's hard for me to have dogs gross me out. I know that's weird.
When you have dogs, you have to accept a lot of gross. Because when you see them do that across your living room rug, you're just like, what are we going to do? Burn another rug?
Same thing with kids. When you have kids, you have to accept gross.
And I respect, the older I've gotten, I'm like, I'm glad people just understand everything is gross. Eventually, you're going to have a gross moment. Whether you're a dog or you're a doctor, you're going to have a gross moment.
That's right. You're right.
People who've been through the fire, they get it.
It's about a 50-50 thing on people letting dogs sleep in their bed. 52% are a no, 48% are a yes. It's right there at 50-50, so it's a split.
The dog poo in the bed just pushed me over the edge.
I think that's your part of the 50 that does not want it.
No.
Mm-hmm. You know, for about a decade now, maybe even longer, people have been relying on these things to make sure that they are getting the sleep that they need. But now they're starting to realize that actually it might be having the opposite effect. Have you seen the rise of these sleep apps that we're all so obsessed with that tracks our sleep? to let us know exactly how well we're sleeping. And then you start changing everything in your life, like maybe cutting off the alcohol 3 hours before you go to bed. You're getting the room temperature right. You're getting the right mattress. You're doing all these kind of things. And then you're saying, yay, when you wake up the next day and you got a good sleep score. It's been something. Look, I had a bed that would give me a score every single night when I slept. And you're like, yes, okay. And you get up the next day and be like, all right, I'm doing it right. But they found that what that's doing is actually creating more anxiety than relief for a lot of people. And it's affecting how they actually sleep.
I know somebody that brags about their sleep score. I mean, is it like it's a major flex? I'm like, all right, cool. You sleep great. All right. Next.
Yeah, they say that nearly half of the respondents had used sleep apps, but only 15% reported actual sleep improvement. They say about 18% said the apps actually made them more worried about sleep, while 14% felt something was wrong with their rest. Kind of gets in your head. You ever have that where somebody puts pressure on you and now all of a sudden it's like, whatever you do, don't screw up. It's kind of like the same way with your sleep. So whatever you do, make sure you get good sleep because it's all set up and you feel this pressure and you take that anxiety then as you lay down, and it's not good when you got anxiety and you're laying down trying to sleep.
Maybe do those things like, turn off your device earlier. Don't drink alcohol 3 hours before bed. Like, do those things, but don't look at that score every night because then you're like, oh, I got to do a better score than I did last night. So do the healthy tips, but just don't let that number rule you.
Once something gets in your head, you kind of get a version of the yips.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
do.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, it can happen.
I've had the sleep yips before. I've had them since I was 4.
I had them last night.
did.
You're like, I want to go to sleep. I want to go to sleep. I want to go to sleep. And then you're so upset and you can't go to sleep.
It's torture when you are sleepy and drowsy and cannot go under.
Right.
You feel like someone's playing a cruel trick on you.
Sucks.
It does, and it feeds off itself. Then you start getting nervous about not falling asleep. Then you start getting angry, and all these emotions are keeping you awake.
I start playing the numbers game. I'm like, okay, it's 12:15 a.m. If I go to sleep now, okay, how many hours? Well, and I'm terrible at math.
And then I hear Panda just snoring so deep and getting the best sleep. And like a part of me wants to like smack him because if I can't sleep, you can't sleep. But that's not nice.
And they say that people with insomnia have higher negative effects when trying to use sleep apps and things like that to track their sleep. It gets in their head a little bit more.
Yeah, if you watch that number and you're like, well,
if
you're clank you.
If you're going through sleep insomnia or any kind of sleep problem, you start to become obsessed with it because it really is torturous. So it's on your mind. You think you're going to get some relief. You go, all right, I got my sleep app. So it's in your head and you're constantly obsessing about it. And you're like, I can't sleep because of this app.
This has actually got a name now called orthosomnia. It describes excessive preoccupation with sleep scores rather than actual rest.
Yes, don't look at that number.
Would you ever sleep well? You felt good, but then you'd look down and get a bad sleep score?
Yeah, it a lot of times didn't correlate. And that's why I really kind of stopped watching. I said, look, psychosomatically, a score shouldn't tell me how I feel. It should just be all about how I feel.
You feel how you feel without that number getting in your head.
Right. Now, I do buy into everything as far as preparing for your sleep. And what has been a radical realization for me is understanding some of the things you put in your body and the timetable on how long you need to refrain from that thing in your body before you try to go to sleep. And now that is always in my head. Alcohol, it's 3 hours, they say. Coffee, they say, is 10 hours. And something else that used to, I believe, really affect me was pre-workout. That is the stuff that people take to get all jacked before they go to the gym.
Oh, I know. My Panda loves it.
Yes.
Yeah, lift more.
Well, leg day. Even after I stopped going to the gym, it made me feel so great. I kept taking it. I'm like, this stuff is awesome. I'm ready to run through a wall. But they say pre-workout users were more than twice as likely to sleep 5 hours or less per night than people who did. That's a significant amount of time. 5 hours or less per night.
I think that pre-workout stuff is like energy drinks on steroids.
It is, yeah. They say many of them contain anywhere from 90 to over 350 milligrams of caffeine. And whereas with coffee, they recommend waiting at least 10 hours before trying to go to sleep after you drank coffee, they say with pre-workout, you're looking at 12 to 14 hours before bed. So the only way that you could ever do pre-workout would be as if you did it first thing in the morning and then didn't touch it again the rest of the day or have coffee later.
And then just know it's not good for you.
Oh,
Right.
Working out in the morning. I know if you work out in the morning, you're awesome. You're winning the day. Boy, does it suck, Virginia. It is the worst.
Like it's dark outside right now. There's people jogging.
It's the first thing you're really
wild,
doing.
Oh, so sad.
So if you're like I was and you're saying, well, what do I do other than pre-workout? They say there's some stimulant-free alternatives. There's products like citrulline, beta-alanine, and creatine. So you can look into any of those, and they say it'll have a lot of the same effects without jacking you up with so much caffeine that could be affecting your sleep. And ultimately, the thing that's crazy is when you work out, that's what you need is a lot of sleep for recovery. And if you can't get that recovery, then you're not going to see the results that you put the work in for in the gym. So
It's weird. This whole conversation makes me want a very, very high caffeinated soda.
yes, we can help you out with that. Okay, we got a quick little pop quiz here for you. Okay, class, you need some paper and a pencil here.
Can I borrow a piece of paper?
I got you.
As I'm going to be texting you on Gen Z abbreviations that you should know.
Uh-oh.
Some of the ones that you need to pay attention to are ones like NVM. What do you think that stands for? NVM. If you saw somebody from Gen Z writing that, what does that abbreviation mean, Virginia?
That means never mind.
Never mind. Bird, what did you write down?
I put never visit mother.
Never visit mother. Okay, well, one of you is correct. As Virginia.
All right, I got to dial it a little bit better.
Never visit mother.
Well, I hope it's a long time before you visit yours.
Yes, absolutely.
That's true. Okay, if you see someone from Gen Z and they put down OMW, what is that one going to be? OMW. What do you think, Bird?
Oh my wow.
Oh my wow.
Oh my wow.
Right?
Oh my wow.
It slaps.
Yeah. Virginia?
It's on my way.
It is on my way, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always write that when I'm still at home putting on makeup.
Everybody does.
yeah.
As soon as someone says, yeah, I'm only 5 minutes away, I'm like, you haven't even gotten in the car yet.
I'm still doing these eyebrows and I can't see.
If you see NGL, what is NGL going to be the abbreviation for? All right, what you got on that one, Virginia?
Not gonna lie.
Bird?
Not gonna lie.
All right, there you go. You're correct on that. Both of you get a point. If you see an HMU, what does that abbreviation mean to Gen Z? HMU, what do you think, Bird?
I'm going to slide in your DMs and ask you to hit me up.
Virginia?
Hold my underwear?
Hold my underwear. Oh, that's a good guess, but Jbird was correct on that one. Hold my underwear.
My
What
mom
are you about to do?
My mom actually asked me to do that yesterday.
I don't know if I want to know any more details.
You don't.
We'll end it there, huh? What about YMW? What do you think YMW means? What would you guess on that, Virginia? If you see Gen Z using the abbreviation Y or WYM, sorry, WYM, my fault. WYM. WYM. What is that about?
I feel like I know this one.
WYM.
Wait your minute?
Wait your minute.
I don't know.
What do you think, Bird? WYM.
Whacking my wombat?
WYN is whacking my wombat.
Is that a euphemism for something?
That's all I can think of. It's not. It was
Down
not
under.
Not nefarious.
That's what they say in Australia. That is incorrect. WYM is what you mean.
What you mean?
I don't know. They're not even close.
What you mean.
What you mean?
Okay, one more. STG. STG. What does STG mean? If you see that abbreviation, STG. What do you think, Bird?
STG.
Yeah.
Sit. No.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. This is tough, Kev.
Okay.
Stop talking, Grandma.
Yes.
That's what Rocco would say.
Stop talking, Grandma.
Grandma, please.
STG.
Please, Grandma.
What do you think, Virginia?
I mean, stay toasty, Grandma? I don't know.
Stay toasty, Grandma.
I don't know.
It is swear to God.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my. Wow. How did I not get that?
Yeah.
We will forget all these. You can give us the same quiz tomorrow.
Okay. Virginia gets 3, Bird gets 2. Pretty good job, though. All right. There you go. STG. Swear to God.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, a California jury awarded an 84-year-old woman named Donna $59.3 million after finding Bill Cosby liable for sexually assaulting her back in 1972. I guess he met her when she was a waitress, and then he invited her to a theater recording where she said Bill gave her wine and pills and told her it was some kind of aspirin. And then she woke up and was like, what the heck happened? She was partially unclothed, and the jury was like, no, yeah, you're liable. But here's the problem. Bill, they say, is almost broke. And even though, you know, he doesn't have a lot of money left, his lawyers said yesterday they have officially filed an appeal. So they're going to appeal this judgment. She may never see anything. Even if she wins the appeal and he loses his appeal, if he's broke, you're not going to get paid.
Is he really broke, though? Because at one point he was worth $400 million. I know lawyers and legal stuff is expensive, but is it that expensive?
They're saying that he does not have a lot of money left.
Who's saying that? Bill's camp?
His camp. Yes.
We got no money. Yeah.
They say that
Crazy.
Bill
Nothing for you to take.
is nearly broke. That's the exact quote.
Because, I mean, $400 million's a lot of money.
Well, you can bet the lawyers are getting paid, but will the victim ever see any bit of that judgment? It's doubtful. Just sad.
And who knows how much money he made on Jell-O pudding pops?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he was the face of that for a while.
He was. You're right. He had major endorsements. And he was still touring
Yeah, oh, yeah.
for quite a while. In other news, happier news, it looks like Miley Cyrus is going to be returning to that iconic role as Hannah Montana, and I am so excited. It is going to be coming up, I think it's today, right? It's the 20th anniversary special premiering today on Disney Plus and Hulu. Jbird, I'm going to need your Disney Plus password so I can go watch that.
Okay. Bigfoot I-17.
Now everybody has it.
Set up.
I don't care. Yeah, for everybody.
Yeah, I love that.
Free Disney.
I love that she is embracing it the way that she is.
Yes. I think it's a thing, you know, when you're fresh out of the Disney world, you rebel against it, which we all saw her do.
You want to break out.
You do. You want to be different. You don't want to be a Disney kid. You want to show that I'm 18. I'm a grown-up now.
Yeah.
But then when you get a little maturity under your belt, you realize, okay, I need to appreciate what happened in my youth with Hannah Montana, because that is the reason I am on the map. So it's nice to see her come around and pay tribute to it.
Yeah, I think so as well. And it probably means a lot for her fans because clearly it means a lot to them. And here she is on the trailer for the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special.
This is where it's going to get emotional. I love being Hannah. I love being Miley Cyrus. You really taught me how to be who I am.
Love you so much.
Love you.
Best of both worlds.
I loved being Hannah then. I'm so living for it now.
Confirmed.
Thank you so much for being here and celebrating this with us.
Now, do we get a little Billy Ray cameo?
I think we heard him in there.
Oh, okay.
He went best of both worlds.
But is that old school Billy Ray from the olden days? Are they going to bring him back?
Oh, they'll roll his old ass out. You know he wants in on that.
Okay, I know he wants in.
I think they would be smart to have everybody come back. That's what the fans want. I'm a fan. I'm speaking for all of us. We want everybody. And finally here, another show that I'm super excited about. Celine Dion has just announced she will return to the stage in a concert series. And this is going to be a huge return for her because remember, like, she was supposed to play in 2020, but that got canceled because of COVID. And then in 2022, she was diagnosed with a stiff person syndrome, this neurological disorder. And they were like, yeah, she's never going to be able to perform again. But now here we are in 2026. And she is going to be taking the stage in Paris this fall. How awesome is that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Wow. We cheer for Celine Dion.
You have any Celine in your playlist, Kev? Any Celine songs?
Nope.
Okay.
But I love her to death.
Oh, travesty, Kevin.
I recognize her talent. Absolutely.
We need to get you deep into that first album. When she couldn't even speak English, she recorded an entire album in English, and it is some of the most amazing music, Kevin.
And every female in my family played the crap out of that album.
They did, okay. They
Oh,
loved
my
it.
gosh, yes.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
What would be the ultimate fast food meal? And I'll give you a burger, chicken sandwich, a fry, a nugget, and a beverage.
We can allow things like, Mexican food, fast food style.
You can say whatever you want on that, but I don't have anything for tacos and whatnot. It's only burger, chicken sandwich, nugget, fry, beverage. That's the only thing I have numbers on. But you can add in whatever you want.
Okay, thank you, Kev.
Yeah.
Just let him run free
That's
like the
it.
pony he
That's it.
is.
Let me cook.
You can't put no saddle on this
I hear you.
horse.
And I'm realizing that. Yeah, I'm just telling you, I don't have any stats on that stuff.
Run, pony, run.
The thing that's kind of crazy here is they say that the perfect fast food meal has been the same for the last 16 years. They've been doing this research. It's done by Talker, and they talked to at least 2,000 Americans to come up with this mark. And here's what they say is the perfect fast food meal: Burger King burgers or Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches. Top choice. Has been for a long time. McDonald's fries and nuggets. Dairy Queen milkshakes. They say that is the undefeated trifecta of
Okay.
16 years.
I'm all right. I didn't completely derail the bit. Well, I'm looking at my list.
Now, what would you put there, Jbird? What would be your perfect?
Just follow me on this journey. I've got BK's Whopper with cheese when it's done the right way. These are all at its best.
But you got a Burger King burger in there.
I have a Burger King burger.
Yeah, okay.
McDonald's French fries when they're at their best.
Okay.
Wendy's baked potato I love as a side, along with Boston Market's mac and cheese.
Okay.
Along with Checkers banana shake.
Yeah, they don't have enough people to survey for this one.
Dude, you're going to be 400 pounds.
A wet burrito from Taco Viva, and then some sweet and sour
Who
sauce.
is this meal feeding? A family of 12?
You got to understand how the Penningtons do it. We were raised to be food hoarders.
Large and in charge.
That's it.
We always hoarded our food.
What would you put down, Virginia, if you're putting together and you would go to multiple places to get the ultimate fast food meal?
Okay, I'm taking this very serious because this is very serious.
Okay.
Okay, starting out at Popeyes, I'm getting a 3-piece dark meat spicy. It's got to be spicy chicken.
Okay.
Then I'm going to McDonald's for the French fries. Then I'm going to BurgerFi for the onion rings.
Okay.
And then I'm going to Dairy Queen for the Blizzard, the Cheesecake Royal Blizzard. It's a little more expensive, but worth every penny.
I got to do a little bit more exploring there.
The Royal Blizzard, the cheesecake flavor, is to die for.
I got to become a little bit more supportive of Dairy Queen.
Yeah, you do.
When it came to rankings, they said it was Burger King and Wendy's top burgers. 39% for BK, 32% for Wendy's. The chicken sandwiches, Chick-fil-A first by a lot. 51%. Majority of people said that was their choice.
Do you guys remember when Burger King had those 3 long football type of chicken sandwiches? One was an Italian one.
I do.
One was an American one.
Didn't the one have marinara on it?
Yeah, that was the Italian one.
Yeah.
And we loved them. Those were so good.
Right, yeah. Now, when it came to French fries, McDonald's, big time number 1, 51%. Wendy's is second, but down at 24%. So McDonald's still the runaway when it comes to the best French fries. When it comes to nuggets, McDonald's is edging out Chick-fil-A 45 to 37%.
Really?
Yeah.
I am shocked on that.
I am too, because in the nug game,
Yeah.
it would appear that McDonald's nuggets are way more processed than Chick-fil-A. Like, look at them.
Okay.
So you're just going on gut instinct?
Yeah, I'm going on gut instinct. I just think the Chick-fil-A nug looks more appealing.
Yeah, I would say I would put it there as well. And I'm wondering if this is people just, honestly, what's crazy is how people don't move off a mark when they have grown up with something. It is
nostalgia.
It's really hard to shift that perception.
Keep in mind, too, McDonald's did a massive Chicken McNugget campaign when we were kids.
You're right.
They had figures. They put a light and shined up the McNugget.
And the McNugget from McDonald's is so good when you're hungover. I love it. It's all greasy and processed.
Their sweet and sour sauce still hits, man. I'm sorry. It's
so
good.
Salty.
Now, I did see this as well. Somebody was ranking out the best fish sandwiches. Do you ever get a fish sandwich?
Popeyes has a great fish sandwich. Bud's Chicken and Seafood has a great fish sandwich.
They do. People drive. They'll drive counties to get the Bud's fish sandwich. They really will. Mm-hmm. My dad is on a fish sandwich run, and it kind of grosses me out. I'm like, Dad, you're eating so much fast food fish. He keeps on going to McDonald's. Like, yeah, I got to get that fish sandwich.
Culver's has
Really?
one too. Culver's has a fish.
My dad, he leads the league in eating McDonald's fish sandwiches.
He loves them, huh?
He loves them.
Yeah.
There are so many I would get before the fish fillet. And my grandma loves the fish fillet, the Filet-O-Fish from
Yes.
McDonald's. I think Culver's, Popeyes, Bud's, their fish is so much superior.
It's so bizarre. I've talked to quite a few people in the last month or two that have really stood up for the fish sandwich at McDonald's.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy, but according to at least this one person giving their reviews on it, they put the Filet-O-Fish last. They said it's nostalgic but bland, small, and lacking of flavor.
Yes. It's not a grown-up fish sandwich.
My dad said, he goes, it's kind of like you're eating for a little kid. That's why I like it.
It's a little kid fish sandwich. But if you want to go big, you got to go Popeyes, Bud's, or Culver's.
Yeah, they put Popeyes at 1 up there. Bud's just being Palm Beach County didn't make it into this. That McDonald's Filet-O-Fish show, jingle's popping.
Give me back that Filet-O-Fish. Give me that fish. Give me back that Filet-O-Fish. Give me that fish. What if it were you hanging up on this wall? If it were you in that sandwich, you wouldn't be laughing at all.
Right now, you can enjoy 2 tasty Filet-O-Fish sandwiches for just $3.33.
Give me back that Filet-O-Fish. Give me that fish.
I mean, that's just popping, isn't it?
That's an old jingle from McDonald's. That's a real jingle.
It's stupid but catchy.
You can tell that was like from the 80s.
Yeah, right.
With Talking Heads or something.
The other good fish sandwiches, they got at Wendy's, the crispy panko fish sandwich. They say thick filet, strong crunch, flavorful tartar sauce.
I have never had it.
Okay.
I didn't even realize Wendy came with that fish.
She does. Then they got Arby's in there, kind of mid-range. It's crispy, solid, but not a standout.
Man, I was always getting down on Arby's as a young teenager.
And now it reminds me of meat sweats.
I can't.
Yeah.
We got the meats. I can't do it, man.
I can't do that much meat.
They said the Dairy Queen Wild Alaskan fish sandwich, decent, reliable, not unique. And the BK Big Fish, chewy texture, uneven toppings, and underwhelming overall.
I do not want no chewy fish sandwich.
No.
It better be flaky. It better be crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside.
A chewy fish sandwich kind of makes my stomach flip.
Chewy fish sandwich. That does sound gnarly. Jbird was an accidental texting jerk. Apparently, he sent something back to somebody that would have come off pretty rude. Somebody he knows texts him about them losing their dog. And you meant to text back, "That's awful, Doug. I'm so sorry." But instead, Jbird texts back, "That's hilarious, dog. I'm so sore."
What?
My auto text, and I wasn't paying attention, so I just texted. I didn't proofread.
That changed so many words.
What do you mean?
It changed so many words.
I know. I know it did. And I did not, I didn't proofread my text, and I was busy and distracted and never looked back. And then I'm going through my text hours later, and I'm reading it back and go, oh my gosh, I just sent that to this person and they never texted me back.
I'm so sorry, Doug.
So I think they're mad at me.
Well, they should be.
So it went from
You said that their dog died and it was hilarious.
I felt terrible.
It went from "That's awful, Doug" to "That's hilarious, dog," DWG, and then went from "I'm so sorry" to "I'm so sore."
I don't even know how how does that even happen?
They're sad about your dog, and all you can talk about is yourself and your soreness.
Well, I did not get a hold of them after, so if they're listening, I am so sorry. Oh my goodness, did not mean that. I'm very sorry about your dog.
I'm wondering if it's almost now taking whole phrases and redoing them. You know, I would take one word and it would say, "Oh, you definitely meant that," and I hated that because it would change. You ever see that where it's trying to suggest the other one? You're like, "No, I want that because I've spelled it that way," and then you send it in the last second, it changes
it back.
I'm like, why did you change it back? I didn't want that. I was trying to let you know, and it's like, haha, I don't care what you want.
At least now you can edit a text message like right away, but you got to get it quick because there's a timer on that edit.
And there's two things that are working against me. At the time when I was texting, did not have my readers, and I have cracks in the screen, and sometimes there's a word I can't get in to try to change it. You're trying to autocorrect it, and it won't allow you to autocorrect it because the crack is too big.
Oh, those big old cracks. They'll get you every time.
Cracks hit me.
Well, here's your message, Doug.
So sorry, Doug.
So sorry.
So sorry.
All of these people in my life acting berserk. I'm feeling all pissed off and hurt. I need to know if I am the jerk. Oh, am I the jerk? Oh.
All right, she want to know if she is a jerk for one to hold on to her married name. She said, "I married into a family that has a recognizable last name here in South Florida. Now, I won't lie, the name does open doors for me, and for 10 years, I've used it in my career, and I've built a brand around it. My husband then had an affair and is leaving me for the woman he cheated on me with. As we were discussing terms of the divorce, the first thing in his demands is that I drop his last name and return to using my maiden name. Apparently, it is making his new girlfriend uncomfortable. He's offered an incentive in the agreement, but it's not even close to enough to cover what I will lose to rebuild my brand under another name. He's saying that he's going to sue me and drain me of all the money and legal fees. Is he bluffing? What is my right to his last name? And am I a jerk if I don't change it?"
I don't think he can make you change it. They give you, the woman, the option. Because when I got divorced from Magnolia's dad, because it's her last name, I chose to keep it. And it was a way easier last name to say than my maiden name. Mm-hmm. And it's up to you.
Okay.
You're given the option. He can't sue you.
Yeah, it sounds to me like he's bluffing and he's, trying to make threats and pulling all this stuff.
A lot of YouTube lawyers will do that, where they go, they'll I'm going to sue you. You're going to get a lawsuit just to scare you. They're trying to freak you out.
You need to go talk to your lawyer, the one who represented you in your divorce, and say, okay, he can't do this, right? And you've built a brand under that name. So if it would hurt you financially in your career.
Mm-hmm. I think his family's kind of built a brand under theirs, is his argument. And he's like, there will be confusion. And you are not associated with the family any longer, so you cannot use our name.
But for 10 years, if she had it, that's a long time.
We got to let the courts figure this one out.
Look, if you want to make her give it up, you better make it a big enough incentive financially with the payout, Or she doesn't have to.
Yeah, and right now she's saying that he has offered something, but and when you really start breaking it down on, you're not talking about websites and social media and all that kind of stuff now that you'd have to change if you change your name.
You're right.
So, yeah, I don't think you're a jerk, and I would stand my ground on this. I think he's bluffing, and he's trying to scare you off of doing it, and I think you're probably right. It probably is his new girlfriend. It's like, well, I don't want her using your name.
Well, he had an affair and cheated on you with this woman while you were married, and now she's mad that you want to keep that name.
Yeah.
That's more incentive to keep it.
Right. If anything else.
Yeah.
Let's see how angry we can make this bitch.
The girlfriend doesn't like it.
Time to play games.
Yeah. If we are wrong in this, please let us know. 877-979-WRMF. I would be surprised if they could legally make you get off of your name that you married into and have been using for your own business for the last 10 years.
I specifically remember pondering it with my divorce because the lawyer asked me, what do you want to do? Do you want to go back to your maiden name or do you want to keep the married name that you've had? Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, this name is easier to say, and my daughter has the same name. And then that way you and your kids keep the same name.
Okay.
To me, that was more important.
Yeah, one person said the judge asked my ex-wife right in the courtroom whether she wanted to keep my last name or change it back to her maiden name, and I had no say in the matter.
Yeah, I think that's how it goes. I think it's the lady's choice.
Mm-hmm. And somebody else said my ex had asked me to change my name, so I kept it out of spite because he was such a jerk.
Yeah. Go the opposite way, especially if he cheated on you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This is the little bit of power that you have in this scenario. Don't give it up.
Uh-huh. Somebody on a quick Google search sent us that says, no, a husband cannot legally force a wife to change her last name after divorce.
So there you go.
Mm-hmm. A married name becomes the individual's legal name, and the decision to keep it reverts to a maiden name, or you can choose a name that rests solely within the woman. So blah, blah, blah.
But if you want the name back, you're going to have to pay me.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like that. Now, this person wants to know if they're a jerk for wanting their friend to be happy for them. It says, I'm super excited because I'm expecting my first baby, but I have a friend who's not that excited for me. Her and her husband have had problems conceiving.
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
Which is horrible, and I do feel really bad for them. I know how hard it can be for women and how much of a toll it can take on them as a whole when they're dealing with fertility issues. But she is so upset about her situation that she always refuses to go to anyone's baby showers, including mine now. And we've been friends since elementary school. I told her it upsets me that she can't just be happy for me, but that I also understand how hard it is for her, and now she won't talk to me. Am I a jerk here for thinking she should just be happy for me?
Yes, you are a big jerk. Stop it.
Okay.
The pregnant girl is a jerk. If this other girl is dealing with infertility and she doesn't want to go around a joyous baby celebration, you got to be compassionate about what she's going through. She's probably struggling, crying herself to sleep at night because she can't get pregnant. Mm-hmm. She don't want to celebrate you and your baby.
Right. I agree.
You big dummy.
Look, I would never want to force someone to come celebrate me or the child I'm carrying.
If I knew someone was coming to my party and they were going to be miserable, I would just go, why don't you just sit this one out?
Any party, any gathering, any social engagement, any dinner. If you don't want to be there, I don't want you there. I certainly don't want you to be miserable or sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why would you want that for your friend?
And it's not like she's being a jerk to the friend because she's pregnant. She just doesn't want to go to the party, right? She's not giving her an attitude because she's pregnant. It's just the fact she doesn't want to go.
She doesn't want to celebrate it.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
The pregnant girl is out of line.
Yeah, I think you really need to check yourself and think about why you are so upset that she's not going to attend.
You're going to find yourself in this life losing lots of friends if this is your attitude.
But what if you have because we always talk about pregnant women, and sometimes we've had people call in. You've had stories when you're pregnant. Sometimes you don't think completely rational. Why do we give forgiveness if like a woman throws a shoe off a guy's head and oh, she's pregnant, you got to deal with it. But in this case, this woman's pregnant and she's just asking.
It's different. Throwing a shoe off a guy's head is a victimless crime.
I'm just saying, we give grace on one situation, but then on the other, the pregnant woman's a jerk. But what if the pregnant woman's going through pregnant issues as well?
And she could be. And that causes you to lose sight of what the right thing to do is. But if you are expecting your baby and you wrote the KVJ show asking us what we think, we are the dose of reality you need.
I just kind of get the vibe of, if you're pregnant, you can throw a shoe off your husband's head. That's forgivable.
That is, yeah.
But if you invite your friend to a baby shower, you are an animal.
Well, you're being cruel to a girl that really wants to be pregnant. Throwing a shoe off a guy's head's a victimless crime.
But if you're being, I don't know if you're being cruel intentionally. You may not just
You're
know.
making it all about you, and you need a reality check to be more sympathetic and empathetic to what your friend is going through.
But what about the shoe throwing?
He'll be fine.
All right, I'm confused, Kevin.
Yeah. That's what we do here. Okay, what are these unwritten rules in life? Things that we should all know. Now, when we're in society, I think you learn those through time.
There's a new one that I've seen pop up a lot. It just happened to me and Denny's and my dad. Stop holding parking spots for people when you don't have a car.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a life rule.
Yeah.
But I saw the funniest TikTok video. This girl wanted to stand in a parking spot and hold it for her friends. So she pretended like she was like one of those drug addicts that's like tweaking out and like standing there. Nobody wanted to park there or go near her. And then when her friend rolled up for the spot, she just started acting normal. It's like, wow, that was kind of undercover brilliant / diabolical.
I mean, if you really think you need the spot that bad.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a whole skit.
When in doubt, weird somebody out.
They did.
You usually will win.
They weirded out so many people that would have wanted that spot and probably argue with them for it.
Mm-hmm. Well, one unwritten rule that we know and we tested a long time ago, and we got the reaction we thought. We microwaved fish at work, and you just really shouldn't do that. That's kind of an unwritten rule. Don't do that ever.
Does it make us jerkier because we're doing it as a bit, or are you more of a jerk if you're a person that's always putting fish in there and not even thinking about it? Because you're doing it for a bit, ha ha ha. The other, you're just not even caring.
I think we were young and meaner. I can't see us doing that now.
No, I don't.
I just can't.
Yeah.
But we don't have any wars going on. We're peaceful and older.
Now, some of the other ones, like Ozark Sherry said, don't remove your shoes while on board a plane.
Yes.
Now, some people have some issues with that. It is kind of weird because I know a lot of people are really grossed out by feet. And in South Florida, a lot of people have bare feet out or they're just wearing flip-flops. And so you see them a lot. So I'm kind of immune to the whole foot thing, but it seems like people in other places are a lot more bothered by feet than maybe South Floridians are.
Oh, I am so immune. My entire family, including myself, we have horrific feet.
Okay.
People like you need a closed-toe shoe.
Me and my dad look like we have 4 hands.
One text we got on an unwritten rule in life is the zipper method when it comes to merging. If you don't understand or know how to properly do it, you shouldn't be driving, it says.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Be cool.
And if somebody does let you merge, it would just be nice. Give them a little thank you wave.
Amen.
Yeah, it's kind of rude if you don't. Also, another unwritten rule in life, don't sit right next to somebody in an empty movie theater.
It's so creepy.
That's what weirded me out when I was at the movie theater, and the theater was pretty wide open. There were people there. There were so many other seats.
Well, now you have to buy your seat ahead of time. So you pick your seat, and this could absolutely happen. You could have a empty theater because you got there early and some joker sits right next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this whole ticket thing.
You got to buy your seat ahead of time now, and you got to plan. And there's no just walking up and being like, okay, I'm going to walk in. It's general admission.
I'm old school with my movies. I like first come, first served. You walk up, get a ticket, and you see what happens. I don't like this organization.
No,
I don't like it.
It's
Too much,
so
huh?
organized now.
It takes out the fun.
You got to have your credit card, and you got to buy it on your phone ahead of time. And like, I can't see the tiny font.
against the way they do movies.
I know.
And also, don't pee right next to a guy unless there isn't an open urinal somewhere else. It is a weird move. I've seen that before. I've been in, there's like 8 urinals, and I'm all the one far away to the left, and somebody comes up right next to me. I'm like, oh, dog, there's like 7 other urinals. What are you doing?
Well, at a place like Roger Dean Stadium, that's a long urinal line, and you can get really uncomfortable really quick.
Oh, that dude is so trying to sneak a peek at the Ralston Hog.
He's doing that on purpose. If there's all those urinals
and that's what makes me nervous about it. I'm leaning in a weird way. I'm like, I'm too far into the toilet now. I'm like, going, what's he
now
doing?
You're going to touch it.
Right.
And then you're going to get some kind of wet spot on your arm.
I don't want peeing to porcelain.
No.
You don't want to squat to pee.
Yeah, so it's just a weird thing. I'm like, dude, you just set off this chain reaction of weird. Get down to the other side, dog. What's going on, man? Another unwritten rule in life. If you're on speakerphone, tell the other person.
That one, or if you're on FaceTime talking to somebody, just don't all of a sudden put it to somebody else. Oh, look, Virginia's here. And you show that person. No one knows what's happening.
Rocco did that. He came running through my room the other day, FaceTiming one of his friends as I was getting dressed. I'm like, because I don't want to be showing my business to all the 10-year-olds he's got on this group that he's Zooming with.
We were at an event, and I was talking trash about someone who was being very annoying. And I'm talking to Denny's, not even realizing someone's coming up, and they're FaceTiming me. I'm like, I didn't mean any of that.
FaceTime's going to bring us down.
Oh, it's going to bring us down.
Another unwritten rule in life, if somebody says I'm almost there, it means they're not even close.
Yeah, Virginia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What did you even say earlier? You were talking about how, I'm just fixing my eyes.
On my way means I'm still doing my eyebrows.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If a friend says, be honest, they absolutely do not want you to be honest.
Yeah, you got to be careful. People don't want you to be honest. They want you to listen, and they want you to support their decisions. But a lot of times, they do not want you to be honest.
But what if you go up to, if I went up to you and said, Virginia, do I look fat in this outfit? Be honest. You look so fat. You look like a hot dog squeezing into a...
I can't help but be honest. And that's why a lot of people don't like me. Because I am going to tell you if you look fat. I am not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to be like, yeah, fatty, and change.
She will be honest. She will tell you have a pimple on your neck in front of a bunch of people you do not know.
And then try to pop it.
Another unwritten rule in life, if you don't recognize somebody in public, for some reason you still pretend like you do, and you just hope it ends quickly.
I get called out for it.
I do too.
They go, you have no idea who I am. I'm like,
I think I have that thing called face blindness. When you see somebody out and about and you don't see them in the normal place you see them, and you can't figure out why you know them. If you're not in that place where you normally see them, like if you see your favorite waitress, but you see her like at the South Florida Fair, you're like, I don't know why I know you.
Yeah, I think it happens to a lot of people if you go out a good bit.
yeah, I'm terrible at names anyway. And then if you throw any kind of overwhelming situation, I'm like, what's your name?
And I'm drunk.
Virginia?
And if somebody says we should hang out soon, the unwritten rule in life is you both know you're not going to be doing it anytime soon.
Gosh, that's sad.
I don't agree with that one. I say that and I mean it.
It is a convenient way to end a conversation, though.
You're right.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Sorry. I'm having struggles over here.
No one could tell. It was not at all public.
Dang balloons.
There was a giant balloon in my way. I couldn't see the countdown clock.
I can't see anything because of the balloon.
But then as soon as I look away from the balloon, I forget about the balloon.
You didn't know you were on the air.
I could have moved it for hours.
You didn't know you were on the air.
Ooh, sorry. So sorry. Yes. What are we getting into? Some dirt. It looks like Toni Braxton had a moment on stage in Minneapolis. Now, she is on tour currently with New Edition and Boys to Men, and they've got another date coming up this Thursday, but she had to rush off the stage for what she called an unexpected personal emergency. But, looking into her medical health, she has been dealing with it. She had to have emergency heart surgery in 2022, and she still continues to manage health issues pertaining to lupus. So just the fact that Toni Braxton is on stage performing for us, I think is beautiful. She took to social media and apologized to her fans, saying that she was so sorry, that they do deserve her everything. But in that moment, she had no choice but to step away. So prayers for Toni Braxton. Mm-hmm. We're hearing more details about that fight that happened at Taylor Frankie Paul's house. I guess what had happened when she and her then husband Dakota were fighting, she had picked up a metal bar stool and she threw it at him. He blocked it and it ricocheted off of him and hit their kid. And that's why the police came back the next day. They collected the bar stool as evidence. They took pictures of a piece of sheetrock, I guess, right next to the kid where the bar stool had ricocheted off the wall and left a big dent in that. So it was definitely a pretty serious situation that, this is why the producers of The Bachelorette had to pull the show because, the kid got hit with the bar stool. That's why the kid was crying. So
yeah,
I don't know if you've ever been hit with a bar stool before.
A metal bar stool does not sound pleasant.
It is not fun.
No.
And not to mention, too, any guy that would be on that show, after you see what she's like, who's going to be like, yes, that's who I want to be with.
Sign me up for that.
Right.
Well, because, when people sign up for The Bachelorette, they're really signing up for love and not TV time.
Even then, you may be like, I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's worth it.
I'll sit this season out. You call me when the next one's up.
No one wants to catch a bar stool in the face.
No.
Well, sad news. Kelly Osbourne and her fiance called it quits. It was so sweet because remember, Sid Wilson is his name, and he was in a band, and he was on the Oz Fest tour, and he proposed to her backstage when Ozzy was still alive, and Ozzy was there, and he was clapping and looked all happy, and so you were definitely cheering for them, as she is struggling with the loss of her dad. You'd hoped at least the relationship with this Sid guy was good, but it's not. They are splitting up, and I don't know. It just sounds like she may need a friend. What a mess going on right now emotionally.
Yeah, she's been going through, and then she's fighting with everybody on social media about
her weight.
Yeah.
And she looks too skinny. She went too far with the Ozempic. Somebody needs to make sure that she's not in charge of her own dosing decisions. This is a big problem.
Oh, yeah, this is a big... There are people that are going way too far with it, and people are getting concerned, and they get defensive, and it turns into a fight.
You are not supposed to be in charge of your dosing decisions when you can't make the right decisions and you look scary and skeletal and like you are sick with cancer. We got to take that decision making away from you, and a doctor needs to step in. Where are the physicians that are supposed to be monitoring these women? I think it's just a matter of, they get their money, they do the refills over the phone, nobody's checking these ladies, and it is dangerous. Somebody is going to die, and it's going to be bad. And that's my take.
Wow, that was a grim ending.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, these women are taking it too far, and these doctors are just getting their money. They're getting paid, and they're not doing their duty to supervise this weight loss. It is not healthy. Mm-hmm. That's what's going on your dirt.
Listen up, y'all, cause here's the sitch. It's time for another round of do it, bitch. 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 Do it, do it, do it, bitch. Do it, bitch.
Okay, today, Myself and Virginia are going to be taking on Jbird and producer Denny.
Oh, the old dog's going against Team Full Throttle.
That's right, baby.
Team Full Throttle against Team Full Bottle.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Am I responding or
What are our
gambling?
roles here?
We got our responders, Virginia and Denny's. The gamblers are myself and Bird, driving up the odds.
Big D. We are in it.
I am Do It Be Rusty. I have not done this game in a while.
I'm rusty, period.
As I say, I'm rusty, and we do this game.
Okay. Well, the first topic that we have got to decide on here today is SNL cast members. SNL cast members. And I'm going to start this off at 3 for Virginia. Okay. What are you thinking over here, Jbird, for Denny's?
Oh, my boy loves SNL. Denny's can do 7.
He can do 7. I'm going to say do it, Denny's.
Thank God, Kevin.
7 in 10 seconds begins now.
Michael Che, Colin Jost, Tina Fey, you've got Adam Sandler, you got Phil Hartman, you got Tim Meadows, you got Dan Aykroyd, you have Eddie Murphy.
Wow.
How many was that?
You got 8.
Yeah.
I would have struggled.
I was struggling with Jimmy Fallon. I couldn't remember his name.
Okay, got the first point. It is the first to 3.
Just to know we're putting the pressure on y'all.
I feel it.
Virginia feels
We have a weak gazelle.
I'm just telling you right now. Can you lay up?
Next topic is items in the frozen food section.
He wants this one so bad.
I know.
He's so mad because he gets like World Rivers.
I know. Kevin knows what he's doing.
World Rivers, and he just wants frozen food.
I thought I had World Rivers at least 4 times.
Okay. Jbird, you get to set the odds on this round. How many frozen food section items can Denny's name in 10 seconds?
My boy can name 5.
Gonna go with 5. Virginia can do 8.
Denny's can do 9.
Virginia can do 10.
Do it, witch.
Okay. 10 frozen food section items in 10 seconds. Virginia, your time begins now.
Burritos, kids' meals, lean cuisine, frozen peas, frozen corn, frozen okra, frozen spinach, frozen broccoli, frozen fruit, frozen yogurt.
It's messy, and I hate the way Virginia plays this game.
Frozen fruit, frozen yogurt at the
We're gonna
end.
put
With the
you at
buzzer still
10.
going, I'll put you at 10.
It does. If all those count, that's 10.
But she goes kid food, and then she goes
Kid cuisine.
That's part of kids' food.
But that's a frozen, like a TV dinner. It's called kid cuisine.
She said kids' food.
It counted as 2. Okay. So you're saying that, yeah, so maybe one of those, so maybe she only got to 9.
Well, kids' what is it called?
Kids cuisine.
Thank you.
Strong argument.
It's a brand name.
You're right. It's a brand name.
Kids' cuisine.
It's so hard for you to say. Say it fast 3 times.
Kids' cuisine. Kids' cuisine.
He's trying so hard.
I don't want to play anymore. But I think I want to challenge her performance, Kevin.
All right. We will, the challenge is duly noted. We'll make sure that point holds. Okay. It could be 1-1. But
Oh,
we'll
boy.
see.
Oh, my gosh. That decision stinks.
Yes. Mhm. Okay, next up, we are going to be doing items in a medicine cabinet. Items in a medicine cabinet. I'm going to say that Virginia can do 7 of those. Okay. Jbird, what about Denny's?
Oh, my boy can do 8.
You can do 8. Okay, I'm going to say Virginia can do 9.
I'm just looking at everyone. Virginia has the worst poker face, so I tend to kind of. She's got kids and she does cosmetic stuff.
And
Denny's.
she has a weird face.
Mm-hmm. What about Denny's? You
My
want-
friend
Yeah.
can do 10. He can do 10.
He can do 10 in 10 seconds. We'll take it to 11.
Do it, a witch.
All right.
Okay. 11 items in a medicine cabinet in 10 seconds. Virginia, your time begins now.
Benadryl, Advil, Tylenol, birth control, lip gloss. You got Band-Aids. You got Cetaphil. You got mouthwash. You got toothpaste. You got extra toothbrushes. You got cotton swabs.
Every time it's like during the buzzer, it's just so hard. That would be 11 with at the buzzer.
We will have to go check.
I mean, I think all those did count, though.
Denny's pipe down.
That's the same thing I would start naming medications.
That's impressive. She even hit a speed bump in the middle, too.
My brain broke, and I tried to get the train back on the track.
I'd like some answers on kid cuisine.
Kid cuisine.
Yeah, we got answers on that.
You don't get answers unless you can say it fast 3 times.
I'm not playing. I am not dancing for the witch.
Okay. Next up here that we're going to be doing in Do It Bitch. This is songs with the word crazy in the title. Songs with the word crazy in the title. Virginia can do 3.
Denny's can do 4.
Virginia can do 5.
Do it, witch.
Okay. 5 songs with the word crazy in the title in 10 seconds. Virginia, your time begins now.
Crazy times, crazy, crazy love, crazy little thing called love, crazy for you, crazy legs, crazy heat, crazy from the heat.
Okay.
I mean, if all those count.
I mean, I don't know half those songs.
Yeah.
Are you making up stuff again?
No, ones I heard, I think she got that.
Pipe down, Ralston.
You can't speak to my partner like that.
I feel pretty good about 2. 1 I don't know, and that could mean a possible win.
Oh, gosh. Jeez. It was also quick.
Like that, but we do have to go check at least one of those points. The first point that we got, we're not sure. It may not be over yet.
I think an impartial person needs to check the tape.
No, I think our audience needs to be the juries. They're the eyes and ears of this institution.
Check the tape.
No, because you know they're going to vote against you.
Because you cheat.
Yeah. And I think the ultimate question is, she said kids cuisine, and then she said kids meals.
Oh, yeah, because
right?
they're so different. Oh, yeah. Red tomatoes and green tomatoes.
Yeah.
Those are 2 different tomatoes.
Oh, right. Get out of here.
And we'll make sure if she needs both of those points, we'll ask the question, do both count or not? All right.
Oh, it is clawing and scratching.
The way it stands right now, Virginia and I have 3, and it's the first 2 3. Jbird and Denny's have 1, but we have at least 1 questionable point. And the one was the items in the frozen food section, and Virginia had to get 10. And we thought she had said, what, lean cuisine and kids meals?
Kids meals and kids cuisine is what we thought.
That's what we thought you said, but you said lean cuisine.
And then kids meals.
And
so
kids
that would be
meals.
separate
meals.
things.
Those are separate.
Okay. So it sounds like it flushes out then?
Yeah, you definitely get the point on that one.
We have to be honest. You get the point. It hurts.
Oh, it's painful.
I mean, these are 2 men fighting for their lives over here.
I didn't know which way this was going. I still was confused as you were explaining it. 'Cause I don't know what the hell I said.
Like, wait, I didn't say kids cuisine. What?
I have no memory of what just happened. I went blank.
Okay, well then it looks like it is a 3-1 win.
Yeah.
Virginia and I. Okay.
It happens
I'm
so
sorry
fast.
it had to be so stressful, Kevin.
It's always stressful. It's part of the fun of the game, right?
This loss feels like a sneeze that never came.
Yeah. It's punishment time in the city.
And I'm so glad it's not me, because this one sucks.
Today is, what is it, World Tsunami Day, I believe?
World Tsunami
Awareness Day? Okay.
Like, Denny's, how do you even know that? He just came in here with that.
He's very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
That's an odd holiday. So that's what we're going to be celebrating. So our losers are going to be hit with a tsunami, a wall of water right in their face.
Spoosh.
Yes. And you know how a lot of times tsunamis can be caused by either earthquakes, sometimes like a really strong storm. So we're going to play the part of a really strong storm that might be causing that tsunami. So you'll be a Cat 7 Hurricane Virginia. I'll be a Cat 7 Hurricane Kev.
Okay.
I want Virginia to be my hurricane.
Okay.
I'm trying to do reverse psychology. I don't want her to do it.
No, it sounded perfect. That's the way to do it.
I knew I was getting her regardless.
Yeah.
Kevin's like, perfect.
Yeah.
That's the way I wanted
Well,
it.
if I said, I don't want Virginia, oh, you're getting Virginia.
I knew she'd enjoy it. I know she'd enjoy it. Yeah. All right. So what we do is basically is just a spit take in the loser's face.
Yes.
What we're going to be doing today. So if you're watching on YouTube right now on KVJ TV, you can see on the camera that the person who's getting the spit take is going to be sitting down. That would be Bird right now. Virginia's ready to tee this thing up, make it happen.
Am I on camera?
Looking good.
It looks good.
We got you.
All right, open up, sweet baby.
Okay, here we go. Hurricane Virginia.
He opened up.
He did. He's ready. He's ready to drink that in. Wants it right in the mouth.
It's so cold.
Wow, that sounds like a lot.
The crotch.
It looks like I peed myself.
Yeah.
It went face crotch.
Okay. All right.
I'll wake you up in the morning.
Tsunami of water.
You only
There
got
go.
half of it in the microphone. Just kidding. Just kidding. The joke.
Okay. Jbird and Denny's are losers here today. Bird got his punishment. Denny's gets his. And I got some agua right here for him.
All right, Kevin's coming around. Prepare yourself, Denny's.
Do I get the earthquake first?
If you want, you can open up, sweet baby.
I got some in my mouth.
Jbird did eat some.
Is that water? Is that
It's
water? You got
It's water. It's not coffee. That's a layered trick. All right, 3, 2, 1, get him.
It's so cold.
So cold.
It is so cold.
You got the water. You couldn't get room temperature.
Oh my God.
He didn't get room temperature water. He got the ice cold
Oh, he did. Yeah,
water.
I have very cold water.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
freezing in here. Tumbler.
Oh, the tumbler keeps it so ice cold.
It's so cold in here.
Oh, there you go. Extra little shower there today. All right, okay. We're all aware of tsunamis now. Thank goodness. Boy, a lot of stuff going on. We are going to have a nice weather week. They say lots of sunshine's going to be going on. And I was thinking that last night as I saw the weather was absolutely perfect. They do that event called Savor the Avenue on Atlantic Avenue in Delray Beach. You ever seen that, Virginia?
Yes, I love the concept.
It is an amazing concept where they block off Atlantic Avenue and then they set up this table that just extends the street and then people come out and I think a lot of the local restaurants are bringing out their wares and you just bring whatever your beverages might be or something along those accords.
Yeah, I think that is what it is. But it's a huge, like, family-style dinner for everybody to eat at this one big, long table down the middle of the street. How cool is that?
I love that.
Mm-hmm. Is that the one where a lot of people wear white? Do I see that?
I have seen people wear white to those.
Oh, that's a move that I will not do.
We cannot give you spaghetti.
Of course, marinara sauce and white.
Yeah, they have a couple of those events. I know they do a white party, but I think there's a lot of events. They love to do white parties in South Florida for whatever reason.
It's very chic, Kevin. It's very whimsy in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another thing is going to be going on. You know, the boat show is going to be going this week. In fact, there's a ton of stuff that is happening in South Florida. The Palm Beach International Boat Show gets going tomorrow on the West Palm Beach waterfront. Going to have great weather for that, at least.
Pride Fest,
until the weekend. Yeah, Pride Fest on Sunday.
That's huge.
I think maybe I don't know if there is going to be any rain on Sunday or
I
this
hope
weekend.
not.
Yeah, I did hear. I thought they said it possibly, but at least the week is supposed to be nice.
My ankle is saying it's supposed to be nice this weekend.
Oh, it is? Okay, good. Well, then that's perfect. You've also got Miami Music Week that is happening. A lot of little parties are going to be going on, but that leads into Ultra that is happening this weekend. I know a lot of people at Ultra are rooting against the rain. I believe it was last year when they had basically that tsunami that kind of hit, and it was just so drenched. Remember all the mud that was out there?
They got spit in the face.
Oh, it was just what Denny's got. Yeah.
I'm tired now after that.
There you got it.
Relaxed.
You're tired and cold and wet.
Yeah, I just want to take a nap.
Yeah. You got the Miami Open that is going on as well at Hard Rock Stadium.
Oh, wow.
We checked that a little bit last weekend, but you're going to have the finals coming up this weekend, so they're going to want good weather for that.
Are you going to go back?
I don't know. I would love to. because, yeah, it's such a good time. It's a great tournament that they're doing, and it's really grown since they moved it off. It was like Old Virginia Key, I think, is where they used to have it. So it is definitely an upgraded tournament. And it's nice what they do inside the stadium to, adapt it for a tennis venue.
The week of Sporty Kev needs to continue.
Not going to happen while Kevin's working. Need another vacation, maybe
the
4th of July.
weekend of Sporty Kev.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Last night, I would have loved to have gone to TGL because it is the playoffs that they have, and I went last week. But last night, you had the Los Angeles Golf Club beating Jupiter Link 6-5. That is the first of the best of 3 series.
And Tiger was there.
Tiger was there, and the exciting thing is I guess Tiger tonight might play.
Oh.
When I saw it last week, he was just coaching Jupiter Lynx as they beat the Boston Commons team. And so now they're in the championship, and apparently this might be his first match that he would be playing this entire season tonight.
I mean, that's how you get a higher ticket price.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
Game is 7 p.m., and if you're not going, you can watch it on ESPN. And then if you have Jupiter Lynx winning, then they'll have a following game right afterwards. Game 3 for the actual championship. So that is going on. So I saw some of our KVJ Nationers went. They were sending photos. In fact, I guess the Monster Energy people were in Tiger Woods' box last night.
Fancy.
Yes, very nice stuff. So a lot of good stuff going on in South Florida. We'll, of course, give you the rundown, and we always do on our website, too, kvjshow.com.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha-ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha-ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Oh, we've seen some videos of things, look a little rowdy, which you would expect during spring break. But they put out a weird warning. Apparently, some authorities in the state of Florida think that the twerking behavior has gotten a little too disruptive and unsafe. Now, I have seen some videos. You've seen where some of the girls are climbing out of cars, getting on the roof of vehicles, and they're twerking right on top of the vehicle, and they're kind of still driving down the road and kind of waving that thing. And
Not safe.
Yeah, they've kind of put out a warning, an anti-twerk warning, saying that do not think that passes for acceptable behavior. You will be stopped and arrested if you're going to be twerking in that manner here on these Florida streets.
I love a twerk. All about the twerk. But we cannot be doing it in a moving vehicle, hanging out the car. Now you're going to hurt yourself or somebody else. Like, get it together. Everybody knows you got to twerk on land.
It's crazy that became a phenomenon. That's a thing.
It's a massive thing.
It's a massive thing.
I mean, it's just what everybody does. It's almost like a greeting now. I saw Sexy Red was at a frat party at the U, I think over the weekend, and she was like, with the crowd, instead of kind of like saying, hey, everybody, she just kind of turned around and started going doink, 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 doink. And I'm like, I guess like, oh, hello, Sexy Red. It's kind of like she's waving to you. And then I guess maybe you turn around and go doink, 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 and you kind of wave back.
Oh, it's the modern wave.
It's kind of like the modern wave. You don't wave with your hands, you wave with your behind.
I am so excited for Jazz Fest because in addition to the Eagles, we're going to see Big Frida.
Okay.
Who is so good at the twerk.
Okay.
And watching my sister from Kentucky's face when 80 people are on stage just twerking wildly during Big Frida, my Kentucky sister was like, what the hell is that? Because she's never seen anything.
They don't twerk much in Kentucky, huh?
No.
Yeah, right.
But that is the funniest, to watch somebody from Kentucky watch 80 people twerk.
Yeah. And if you're going to be going on the water, they wanted to issue again this report. I know we are aware that the sharks in South Florida are on cocaine, but apparently there's something else that's getting them amped up.
When it comes to sharks on cocaine or exposed to other human chemicals, well, we're seeing that that's happening more and more. A recent study just showed that a number of different shark species have been exposed to a number of human chemicals from wastewater flows. Their metabolism slowed down when breaking down lipids, and also they used more energy to detoxify themselves. So it is problematic, though we're not going to see sharks like going crazy on cocaine.
Okay, well, thank goodness. Yeah, they say that you might notice them being a little bit aggressive and might alter their behavior.
It's hard.
As well.
It's really hard to snort lines when you're in the ocean.
You're right, it is tough.
It's wet.
What they get is like really diluted cocaine.
Yeah, I don't know. They said sometimes what they do is they actually attack the bales that they see and
Whoa, so they Scarface it.
yeah.
Then you would get cocaine shark.
Say hello to my little friend.
Dang.
I do not want to see that shark.
No.
I wonder if that happened to a manatee. Does that make the manatee all squirrely? I'd imagine it would.
That'd be something, yeah. See a manatee just come to life like that. Crazy.
That would break my heart.
It would. It's going 80 miles an hour swimming.
No, manatee, no.
I'm still trying to figure out how this story happened. It's about a 27-year-old professional cornhole player, but they're also a quadruple amputee.
Wow. So does he throw it with his mouth?
This story, I kept hitting speed bumps because the first one was, I'm like, how's he doing the cornhole? Like, I couldn't put that through it. And then this story itself gets so complex. Like, how is this going on? Dayton James Weber is his name, and he's now facing first-degree murder charges.
Whoa.
He allegedly shot a passenger in his car during an argument Sunday night in Charles County, Maryland.
With what?
He has to have prosthetics. That's the only way that this is all working out.
And maybe that's how they're getting the story to get the clicks going. What's going on? How could this be possible?
That
He's
can't be it.
driving a car, winning cornhole, and shooting people.
Just winning.
His ailments not holding him back.
Yeah. Witnesses told authorities that Weber killed his front seat passenger, Bradrick Michael Wells, while driving. And then the backseat passengers reported that Weber pulled over on Radio Station Road, and he asked them to remove the victim's body from the car.
What?
They refused, got out of the vehicle, and he took off with the dead body still inside.
He drove?
Yeah. They got a quadruple amputee is driving, murdered his passenger, and then the two guys in the back seat, when they wouldn't dump the body, just got out. He takes off. They pull this guy over 2 hours later.
So he had the body in the car for 2 hours?
Guess so. They discovered the car. I think he'd abandoned it a whiles away, about 2 hours later. There was a 911 call that found it, so the cops got there. They discovered it in Charlottesville, Virginia, about 100 miles away. So he was flying. And then they got him at a nearby hospital where he's seeking medical treatment.
How did you cuff him?
Exactly, yeah, because if you did, you'd be able to go and take the arm off and be like, ha-ha.
I got a torso tie.
Well, I mean, if there's no prosthetics going on, I'm just picturing a torso walking around.
I mean, if he's driving and playing cornhole and murdering people in the front seat, he's got to have prosthetics going.
This was such an inspiring story, all up until the point of murder.
The murder part sucked.
That part,
the cornhole part was cool.
I mean,
Love that part.
It's like this guy's doing it.
Yeah.
I do need to see a video of him playing cornhole.
Well, now I gotta get the laptop.
We gotta see all this work itself out.
Dayton James Weber, if you want to look him up, 27-year-old professional cornhole player. There's a man in Texas that allegedly threw a bucket of human bones over the fence at the FBI field office in Dallas. The whole point was to, quote, summon federal agents after stealing human remains from a mausoleum.
What?
He wanted attention. That's how he decided to go about getting it.
Whose grave did he rob?
They don't have names of that.
Oh, my
So whoever's at the mausoleum.
That's a recipe for a ghost.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, a Northern California man has been sentenced to prison after prosecutors say he stalked a woman for months before breaking into her home and assaulting her while she slept. Authorities say 28-year-old Christian Solorio became obsessed with the victim after seeing her at work, repeatedly showing up and then following her. And then in May, he allegedly broke into her Modesto home and began licking and biting her toes.
Oh, my gosh.
She knew what was going on, but kept calm until family members could help and call 911.
Whoa.
No.
So she wasn't even home alone? There was family members there and he's in there licking her feet?
I guess. I don't know how she played that whole thing off and knew that somebody's going to come to her rescue.
What did he think the end game was going to be?
Well, that's how you know.
He cared.
Yeah, I think that's how you know someone's really crazy and they got some issues is they're going into houses where they know there's a lot of people at.
Yeah.
Dang.
He got felony stalking. He's going to be in prison for 6 years and 8 months now.
She needs to move away and change her name.
Yeah. Oh, and he also faces separate federal drug trafficking charges. So he's a drug dealer on top of it.
He's busy.
That guy's involved in drugs? It's so weird.
There's a woman who says a stressful Airbnb stay in Miami turned into a months-long ordeal after she accidentally left about $3,000 worth of belongings behind and claims the host initially refused to return them. Of course, she told the story on TikTok.
Of course.
Yes. They say that she had left 3 vintage designer gowns and a beauty device. When she contacted the host, she says she was told cleaners had already been through and the new guests were staying there and that her items might turn up later. So she got frustrated, filed a claim with Airbnb, later drove back to the property herself. She says they eventually got help from the other residents who allowed her access to the unit so she could retrieve the missing items. And then Airbnb later gave her a credit. There's some odd stories happening in Airbnbs. Yesterday was that Miami woman that was tinkling all over it, making videos.
It's squirrely. I mean, just think about it. You're staying in a stranger's house. What could go wrong?
I went to one in Oregon, and because of all this stuff we talk about, I was already going in there paranoid, so I couldn't enjoy anything. I'm like, I think I see a red light underneath the bed. What is going on here?
You're trying to video me?
And then I look up, it's just a charger. I went in there all paranoid.
You hope.
I hope.
A Florida man ended up back in custody after deputies say he refused to leave a Brevard County hotel, all while wearing a stolen inmate uniform from a previous jail stay. Farron Fullerton remained in his room after his reservation ended and ignored requests to leave, prompting deputies to respond. And when officers tried to arrest him in the jail jumpsuit, he allegedly resisted being handcuffed.
He just wants to go back to jail.
Odd.
He's wearing the outfit already.
I guess, yeah. He was wearing what belonged to a jail where he had previously been held, but officials confirmed he was not an escapee. He had simply taken the uniform when he left custody.
He liked the fit.
He did. I get it. There's fits I like that I just I can't part from them.
How about that? He just could not get away from it. That's some crazy stuff. And big congratulations to Malte Dunzer, an Austrian man known as the King of the Freaks. He has a large Instagram following, and he just broke a Guinness World Record by threading balloons through his nose and out his mouth.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Now that's an athlete.
They were uninflated, and apparently he used oil to ease the insertion through the nostril. But you ever seen that? I had a buddy that used to be able to take his military dog tags, and he would take the chain and go, and it'd come out his nose, and he could floss his cavity. It would come out his mouth and out his nose. It was like his little party trick.
I can't be friends with him.
America.
It was, honestly, we always stood and did the anthem.
Can everybody do that, or is that just a special kind of nose?
I don't know. It was kind of odd. In fact, all my friends had a freakish talent. I had a friend that could gleek. You ever seen that where you do something and a little fountain of water comes squirting out of your mouth?
Yeah, you guys did that to me in Denny's earlier.
Another dude could flip his eyelids inside out. You ever seen that trick?
Yes.
That's gross,
And then I had the guy that could floss his. I mean, all my friends had talent. I had no talent.
Gross talent.
we had the gross.
Ohio, what's up with y'all?
It was a constant freak show every day. It was a lot of fun, though. And that's what's going on in your whacked out news.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Now that you know, I've been doing the Duolingo for years, trying to learn Spanish and stay with it. With time restrictions, I'm not spending as much time as I'd like. And as I've gotten to the point where I am now, I know there's a lot of kind of like the little words that you need to know that I don't yet know. And then just getting everything into the right order is kind of difficult. And only can you get better by, I think, just immersifying yourself and really trying it. So I've been trying to be a little bit more bold and saying, you know what, I'm going to make some mistakes. So my father-in-law, who is 100% Mexican, he found this really cool Latino sports bar. Love it. Everybody in there speaks Spanish, and it's a really cool little place. It's not far from my house. So he knows I love it, and he loves it. I'm not sure my wife does, but I love going, and it makes my wife go. And so he's like, okay, when we go out here, you're going to be ordering for us. Everything in Spanish.
Okay.
I'm like, well, okay, this is a test.
That's how you do it.
Oh,
This
he's
is a
putting you
test.
in the fire of it all.
My
he
friend did this. He moved to Colombia, didn't speak Spanish, and you just have to get in it.
Yeah.
It forces you to learn. It's not like,
Yes.
oh, I'll get to it later to
Right.
survive and communicate. You got to be in it.
Totally.
And it was pretty good, but it was kind of funny. I'm like, well, I'm thinking maybe I need to start recording these because the reactions that I sometimes get. And I was pretty good. I was better than I thought I was going to be, but I did have a few mistakes. Like I was trying to order a spicy margarita, but instead of picante, I said caliente. So I ordered basically a hot margarita. Like
Warm.
Yeah, warm.
No ice.
And the best thing was when I said, she's like, caliente?
Like a tea.
That's what I'm going to know. I'm like, no, I meant picante. She's like, she was so confused.
She's like, what is this?
Right. And then,
Who brought this gringo in here? And then they're looking at your father-in-law like, get him out of here.
and then he really spun me. And the test he gave me was, she was trying to talk to my wife, and then she realized quickly, because my wife looks like she would be fluent in Spanish and doesn't speak any of it.
Yes.
And so my wife is all confused, and the waitress is asking my wife, what the relation is of her dad. And so I step in all confidently. I'm like going, oh, that's her bisabuelo. And she's like, bisabuelo? And just at that point, I realized I wanted to say it is her father, but instead I said it was her great-grandfather, which means he should be about 200 years old. And the look on her face like, bisabuelo? No, I meant
we just dug him up from an archaeology dig about 30 minutes ago.
Between me ordering a hot margarita and hanging out with my wife's great-grandfather.
She probably thought you were on drugs.
That's amazing.
She was just, her reactions were so amazing. She was so bisabuelo?
That's amazing.
It was amazing. So like I said, I think I need to start recording this, because the reactions when Gringo Man, that should be my new superhero name, screws up, they're so amused and confused.
I love it.
What are you talking about? What you got on your mind today, Bird?
Well, I love YouTube because you can always find some old stuff that you haven't seen since you were a kid, or just some stuff you never saw as a kid that you're seeing as an adult now. And I've been binging these like crazy, and these are wild. Do you remember some of the PSAs about getting kids off drugs back in the day?
Yes.
They were so over the top, and someone uploaded a ton of them on YouTube. It's their channel.
Okay, yeah.
And there was one that it came flooding back in my memories when I saw it. I don't know if you guys remember it. It starts off with this guy. He's on the street, and they're trying to make it look like it's a sleazy area. So think 80s New York. You know? And he looks over at the camera, and he's supposed to be talking to you. So he's talking to you, and at first he looks normal. And he goes, hey, you want some? And he starts walking up to the camera, but somebody will walk in front of him, or he'll walk by something, and his face keeps changing every time something walks by, oh so slightly. Then he gets up to the camera and goes, do I look like a guy that would sell you drugs? Hiss, yes. And it's this guy with this snake face. He jumps out on the screen, and it goes, don't do drugs, kids. Scared the hell out of me as a child.
Damn.
But they were so intense. There were so many PSAs. There was one about mahogany. Killing trees is murder. There was a whole PSA campaign about that back in the 80s.
Anti-mahogany furniture?
Yes.
There's a lot of mahogany furniture out there.
It was some kind of, it was brought to you by the Tree People of America. It was so bizarre.
Really?
Yes, it was weird.
Tree People of America.
Something like that. Yeah. But I don't know, do those PSAs work? And do they still do PSA drug stuff for kids now?
I've not seen anything on TV, and they never worked on my generation that I know of. So,
yeah.
Because back in the day, I remember doing Dare, and they would show you what the drugs looked like.
Or just say no.
Yeah, and I remember they made us draw what the drugs looked like. And now looking back, I'm going, why do they make us do that?
It seems like a lot.
Well, it seems like you kind of are you making drugs fun or not fun? Like some kids started getting curious. Like, thanks, Dare. I'm going to try some pot now.
Yeah.
It looks so beautiful in my artwork.
Yeah, I've been drawing pot all day. I want to try it.
The thing that's cracking me up now is they keep bringing out, the Pompano Beach rapper, Kodak Black. And my son and I were kind of laughing about the other day because, you want to bring him out because he does a lot of good things for the community. But there's, some rumors that maybe he might enjoy some adult substances.
He's also naughty.
He is.
He's a yin and a yang, or whatever you say.
You could find him passed out on the side of the road in Broward County after drinking some scissor, or, he could be giving a whole apartment community air conditioners.
Yes.
So you really don't know. And it was cracking me up. I was showing my son the video where a Little League football team brought him out. And he's going, kids, them drugs, don't try them because you're going to like them too good. He's like, oh, they're a lot of fun. And it's like,
the kids are like, what?
Is this an anti-drug message from Kodak Black?
You're going to like them too much. They're too fun.
Too fun. I'm Like, I don't know. We need to have Kodak Black talking to the kids about drugs.
That's not the right message.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the right move.
No, he's the most ineffective drug PSA that we have going today. Am I close? That is what you're trying to do with your answer here. Doesn't have to be right. You just want to make it try to sound like it's right. Now, these are things that you may or may not know the answer to. How well do you need to BS your answer? We'll let people vote on who gives us the best response between Virginia, Jbird, and producer Denny's here. Okay, first question is for you, Virginia. What does it mean when you see al pastor on a menu at a Mexican restaurant? What does that mean, al pastor? What are we talking about there?
I'm glad you asked me because I have the most Mexican blood on this show.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when you look on a Mexican food menu, it will say like tacos al pastor.
Right.
And it's the way that you prepare the beef.
Okay.
The al pastor is the methodology of cooking the beef in like a braise. It's really good. It makes it juicier, better than just like skilleting it or something in a juicy braise.
Okay, so al pastor is just the style. Is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. Jbird, the question I have for you: I
had more questions about Virginia's.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, she got me.
Okay, Jbird, what does the 57 mean on Heinz ketchup bottles?
It is the 57 people who invested in the company. It started off with 3 people. It was a family. And then all of a sudden it grew and grew. And they really, really kind of came to the forefront in the 60s. And that's where they got people, off the grid to come in to help finance the ketchup.
Off the grid.
Yep. Am I close?
Okay.
57 Heinz.
Okay, 57 investors. Okay. And Denny's, your question is, where does the term cut to the chase come from?
Cut to the chase. It's an old, I'm thinking it's an old film term where if they wanted to have more action, they would cut to the chase scenes instead of the boring dialogue.
Reminds me of you, Denny's. More action.
Okay.
Praise, am I right?
Okay, so we gave the class 3 questions. Who do you think blew their answer the most?
I think Virginia won because she just wouldn't shut up and it sounded good.
It made me hungry.
Yeah, I think it worked.
I touched all your emotions.
You did.
Okay, who got their answer the most wrong here? Did anybody get it actually right? We had Virginia trying to tell us what it means when you see al pastor on a menu at a Mexican restaurant. And you were talking about the method and how they cook the meat is the al pastor part.
Yes, Kevin.
Tricked me.
Okay. The al pastor part actually means shepherd style in Spanish. And it refers to a cooking method adapted from Lebanese immigrants who brought shawarma to Mexico, where it evolved into a unique dish of marinated pork, slow roasted on a vertical spit, otherwise known as a trompo, with chilies, spices, and pineapple, then sliced thin for tacos.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Oh yeah.
But I was so wrong.
Yeah, kind of.
Wow.
Sounded good, though.
Shocked over here.
You fell for it.
Jbird was asked what the 57 means on Heinz ketchup bottles. And he said it was the 57 inventors or investors that they got off of the grid.
Duh, everybody knows that's right.
Yeah. It was almost 56 Heinz, but the last investor came in.
Right. I had wrongfully thought before I looked up this answer that I thought the 57 was all the different spices and ingredients they had in the ketchup. And I was wrong on that. That's not where the 57 comes from. In fact, it doesn't really have that kind of meaning at all. The 57 is actually about the favorite numbers. Now, the founder, H.J. Heinz, back in 1896, he had seen somebody that was doing an ad for 21 styles of shoes. And he said, you know what, using a number makes a brand seem bigger and more impressive. And he said, for all of my products, and he was making a lot of stuff that his mom had recipes for just in the kitchen. And that's how he kind of started the Heinz. And he said, I am going to put 57 here. And the reason why he did that was because 5 was his lucky number and 7 was his wife's lucky number. And they had almost 60 products at the time for Heinz, and so it was somewhat close, and that's why he went with the 57. He just liked the way it sounded and liked the way it looked. And the 57 varieties became a permanent branding tool. And you see it on the bottles. And now the good thing to know about that, you hit that 57, that's how you get the ketchup loose inside the bottle. And that does work.
It does work. I was shocked. My mind was blown when my dad showed me that as a kid. I go, no, it does not. Because I was used to trying to get the ketchup
It's a little hack about ketchup.
Style.
Yeah. Now they have thousands of products. But at the time, they were right around 60. And so the 57 was the number that they used.
I've learned something about Heinz 57. Keep it out of the fridge. Keep it room temperature.
Really?
It's way tastier.
Really?
Okay.
Yes. The coldness of the refrigerator takes away the taste. I'm just throwing that out there.
That's tomatoes in general.
I agree.
Okay.
Well, Heinz site is 2020.
Is it joke jury day?
No.
Yeah, he's just warming up. He's getting ready. You know it's coming, though.
He can't stop all the time.
That was for free.
Must be comedy writing day today. He's getting going. And I asked Denny's, where does the term cut to the chase come from? And he said it basically was just something that they did in film. Nailed it.
Wow.
Nailed it. Exactly right. Cut to the chase dates to the early 20th century silent films, especially those with chase scenes. And if a film was dragging or the test audiences were bored, the instruction for the projectionist was to cut to the chase. If you ever saw how those old projection reels worked, they would swap them out. One time when I was a teenager, I got to go up into the film booth, and the guy was showing me that there was a little circle that would appear in the right-hand corner. It would let him know when to fire up the projector, and then the other one meant that he would hit play. And so you would time it out, and it was seamless. They would switch reels during the actual movie, but then when I started watching movies, I'd always look for the little circle in the upper right-hand corners. Clearly, they don't have to do that now because they changed the way projectors were. So a projectionist then would be like, I've got 3 reels of crap. Skip to that, cut to the chase, and put the chase scene on right away so the audiences would like it.
Keep in mind, too, the first movies that they were releasing back in the day, they were terrible. At first, they go, oh, my gosh, a guy standing and waving and walking. This is so cool. And they're like, can we get something else going on?
We need some drama.
Cut to the chase. And people would start yelling. He'd be like, cut to the chase.
Denny's, you're so smart.
Wow, look at that.
He is so smart. And only 22% of people said he had the worst answer. So it's a little bit closer between Virginia and Jbird.
Okay.
That both were not really right. But the one that was a little bit more wrong was Jbird. He got 41% of the vote. Virginia got 37%. So there you go. But not bad. Your
you
BS
lose,
answers
but you
were pretty
win.
good. Yeah.
I still don't understand the game.
Got this email here, mail at kvjshow.com, and it says, so I've heard you tell stories about women who drug men in Brickell in downtown Miami and then steal their Rolex watches when they pass out. Well, I'm a girl in her late 20s, and I was out this weekend in Fort Lauderdale with some friends, and we were talking to these guys that were a little bit older than us, and they were trying to get us to go to another bar with them. I wouldn't commit. And I only told them, I'm like, well, we'll see. I'm not sure if we're going to go out to another place or if we're going to just go home. And one of our friends was getting kind of toasty, so I thought maybe it's about time to get her out of there. Well, this guy kept trying to get me to come to this next bar. And finally he said, here, I'm putting my Rolex on your wrist, so you have to meet us and give it back to me. It is worth a ton of money, he said. Well, I refused, and I told him, you know what? I think we're going to go home. What kind of idiot does that, and why would he do that? One of my girlfriends said, I should have just taken the watch and then sold it. But my other friend thinks this guy was some kind of trafficker and that they watch maybe had some kind of device in it.
Maybe.
And they're going to track where I was.
Now, that's possible.
So that's why I'm kind of bringing this up. Have you ever heard of anything like this? What do you think it is? Is it just what it seemed, or is there something more to it?
We nowadays, ladies, cannot take anything from any man in public. I don't care if you're in a bar, in a parking lot, in a restaurant. If you don't know him, you don't take a drink. You don't take a watch. You don't take a business card. You just don't. Don't touch anything that a stranger wants to give you. And that's just how it needs to be moving forward.
Yeah, I had never heard anything like that. I was like, what would be the motive on that? If you had a Rolex.
Maybe they do have a tracker in it, and they're waiting till these girls leave the club and they go to some place where they know there's no witnesses.
And who's to say that Rolex is even a real Rolex?
Exactly.
It could be a fake Rolex.
Right.
And you're just trying to get in with this group of people.
They make really good fake Rolexes that you can't tell the difference in a club at all.
I doubt someone's just giving away free Rolexes and going on the trust level.
Just right there, that's how you know it's a scam.
Right.
No one's going to be giving out a real Rolex.
Also, too, do you want someone that pushy? Guy, girl, whatever? When you say no and just leave me alone, and they keep pushing, that's a red flag.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, well, it clearly didn't work out. In fact, that was kind of the deal. I think she was even considering it until he tried that Rolex trick, and then she's like, she just got weirded out. She's like, nah, I got to get away from this dude. That's not right.
It's too aggressive. It's too desperate. It's too big of a declaration. I'm giving you this Rolex. Oh, really?
It's weird.
Mm-hmm. You think I was born yesterday? Don't take anything from anybody, not man, woman, or child, that you don't know.
Well, this guy probably thinks he's so clever, and let's say it is the fake Rolex scam, and that's how he gets, other girls to keep hanging out with him, and he impresses them with it. Clearly didn't work, dude. I just don't think, I can't imagine a girl would be into that, be like, oh, okay, if I get to wear the Rolex, then I'll definitely follow you along all day.
He's doing it because it probably has worked before.
You think it has?
Yeah, I think a thing like that might work.
Huh. Okay.
He just picked the wrong girl.
All right.
But if you have like a tracker in it, and then you follow this group of girls back to wherever they're staying at their Airbnb where there's no witnesses, you could just be trying to go there and hurt them.
I know it sounds like we're being paranoid, but these tracker things really do happen.
Yes.
I mean, it does happen.
Yeah, I have not heard anything about, traffickers putting trackers in fake watches and then trying this thing where they try to give it to you and be like, oh, just meet me in another bar and give it back to me later. I've not heard of this, so I don't know if this is a new scam that's going out there that ladies have to be aware of.
Well, they don't even have to be a trafficker. They could just be a monster that is a solo act. Doesn't mean that they're involved in this, syndicate of predators.
Totally.
It could be
It could be a lone wolf just looking to hurt somebody.
Yeah. Okay. Well, curious if has anybody else seen this dude or seen this tactic used? Is it something that's starting to spread throughout South Florida? Is this guy just is one little gimmick?
Trust no one out in the wild. That's what the message is.
Is that it? Huh?
They're all looking to hurt you.
All of them.
Assume they all want to hurt you.
Okay. Any thoughts on it? You can always get through to us. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. Somebody said that watch could be laced with scopolamine. I've not heard of this. Scopolamine, and make her lose her memory.
What?
I don't know what that's all about.
What's scopolamine?
It's that thing, that pen they had in Men in Black. It wipes your memory away.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, there are substances that you just can't even touch. I've not heard of anything like that.
I know. I'm so paranoid with all the fentanyl stories. Anytime there's something on the ground, I don't even... There was a business card on the sidewalk in my garden in the front yard of my house, and I was going to pick it up. I'm like, I'm not picking that up. It's laced with fentanyl.
Touch nothing.
That's what I thought.
Wow.
I heard that, on his private island, Jeffrey Epstein was growing this plant that had some kind of medicinal property to it.
Oh, right.
Where it was like that. You could put it in a girl's drink and she would lose her memory, lose her faculties, and just be limp, and you could do whatever you wanted.
Did we talk?
And it was like a plant that you could grow.
Oh, yeah.
And then you could extract whatever, the pollen or whatever out of it and put it in any kind of a powder form.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, that's what Jeffrey Epstein was using. His emails were referencing Angel's trumpet plants containing scopolamine, a drug known for memory impairment and suggestibility, though no forensic evidence confirms its use on victims. And when I was looking up what it is and what it's used for, it's also known as devil's breath, which that's not good.
Dead victims don't tell you what he used on them either. So there you go.
They might use it to treat motion sickness and post-operative nausea and vomiting. And you can actually get it administered via a transdermal patch. But they say that the common side effects include drowsiness, dry mouth, and blurred vision.
I kind of have that now.
Okay.
Have you been angel trumpeted?
I've been a good boy. I'm Sober Steven.
Wow. Somebody else texted in, they said, I knew this guy and he would meet girls at bars or clubs. And then when leaving, he would say, here's the keys to my Maserati. Bring it home. Here's the address on the registration within the car. I'm taking an Uber. And they say it worked every time. And he would get lucky when they brought it home.
What?
No one bats 1,000. I'm sure there's been times where...
Sure, but if it, I mean, look, and he's probably saying, hey, look, if it works, if I'm batting 300...
Maybe back in the day this worked, but I think girls are just they have too much knowledge now. Why would you take a guy's car back to a place you've never been? Like, that's just stupid.
You got knowledge because you old, girl. That's why you got knowledge. If you're out there and you're drinking and you're having a good time, I think sometimes this can still work in modern day.
And young and dumb goes hand in hand.
Yeah, so maybe just that's what guys do. They find something of bling, they hand it to the girl, or that's kind of the promissory note that if you go to the next bar with me or you come to my place, then you get to use whatever this flashy item is and return it to me.
I don't know. I think it's all just trickery.
Oh, it is trickery. It's out there, but I do think some people would fall for it.
Girls, just become lesbians. It's a lot easier.
Okay. Lesbians never would do this stuff?
No.
No.
It's
okay.
Sneaky men.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not falling for this trap.
Somebody said the angel trumpets are grown in Florida. I had one in my yard.
Whoa.
How do you remember that?
That's scary.
Because you don't remember, get it? Never mind. Not a good. Denny, edit that out, please.
Virginia, I know you're a mama bear, and I'm kind of curious if you would react the same way this mom did on TikTok. She got a little bit of traction because you can see her taking a styrofoam container that has spaghetti, corn, and I don't know, maybe okra or some kind of meat, something or other. It's kind of messed
spaghetti with
up.
corn and okra. That sounds disgusting.
It did not look good.
What kind of, we don't have anything left in the refrigerator casserole is this?
Almost. And it says, me throwing out the spaghetti my boss brought for my son. And they're like, nah, Now, people are commenting on, the food kind of looks nasty, but then some of the comments are about, who would take food from anybody, even if it is your boss?
I would. If our boss gave me food, I have taken it.
Yes, you have. I've seen you. And he was delighted.
I'll do it again.
I just don't think that sounds good. I would look at spaghetti with corn in it and go, nah, I'm not eating that, and I'm not feeding that to my kid.
Now, it's because, it's a styrofoam container, so it's got 3 compartments in it. The corn is in one. It's not like it's all mixed together. Yeah, I want to clarify that. So it's spaghetti here, it's corn there, and then it's the okra and maybe the other spot.
Okay.
So it is divided up.
Well, the one thing I noticed, too, with the comments, people were thinking it was weird that the boss was making a meal for the coworker's son out of the blue. I kind of thought that was a nice gesture.
Okay. I mean, maybe it could be a nice gesture, and the boss is just like, trying to be sweet to your kid.
People are saying this is weird, this is odd.
It really depends on what kind of relationship you and the boss have. And, does your boss think that you're struggling to feed your kid and they want to help?
I mean, how cool would it be if one of our bosses just randomly made you and Rocco some dinner from last night and they brought it in for you?
It'd be weird, but I'd eat it.
It'd be weird?
I'd be like, oh, okay, thank you.
I guess I don't see why it would be weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird.
I mean, we all know.
Yeah, I also thought that as well. It's the boss. He knows how much you make, and maybe he's like, well, I'm just not paying you anything, so I'll feed you some extra spaghetti that I had.
Maybe he feels guilty, because he's being cheap.
Maybe he can almost be rude.
Maybe he's being nice and he wanted to give you some spaghetti.
He could have made a big batch of food. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll make like too much of something, and then I'll bring some in here for you guys because I'm like, oh my gosh, my family will never finish this.
I mean, I almost brought chili in for our bosses when we made chili, and now you make me, I'm glad I didn't, because you're telling me I would have been a weirdo.
I don't think our boss would eat chili that we gave them.
You're probably right.
They shouldn't.
They would be like, what'd you do to it?
Yeah, right. 60% of people saying it's weird but nice. 33% just think it's a cool gesture.
Yeah, you can be weird but nice. I think I agree with that.
Yeah.
What about her reaction? Is her reaction rude?
Did she throw it away?
Yeah, that's the video. It's her on a trash can. She opens it up for you to see it, and then she just takes it and chucks it right into the garbage.
And there's a third little thing you could say what this is, and this is some of the comments too. They go, "This woman is rage baiting you all. This isn't real. She's trying to get a reaction for clicks and likes."
Oh, yeah, that's probably true.
And it would be easy to do.
Yeah.
You could take spaghetti, dump it out, and say, "Oh, my boss gave this to my son, and it's weird." What?
Yeah.
Engagement.
You never know. But if it is real and if this ever did happen to you, how would you respond? It was embedded in my head not to waste food. And so I would have a bit of an issue with that. Now, I wouldn't think that anybody's trying to poison me. I'd just look at it and be going, yeah, that doesn't look good. So I wouldn't eat that. Maybe the dogs would enjoy it.
I would just take it and not say anything about it. I certainly wouldn't make a video like shaming my boss.
Well, that's just it. What a strategy that is. Let's say the boss was being nice. Now you've taken this nice gesture and you're pissing off your boss, publicly humiliating them.
You don't have to make this grand video embarrassing your
agree.
boss.
She could have easily been doing it for clicks and likes, but otherwise I find it to be pretty rude. You don't have to put everything on social media. You don't have to do this. I mean, in some of the comments, people were putting up memes. This is the boss watching your video.
Well, how sad would the boss be if they were just doing it to be sweet? And now they're being shamed and made fun of in a video that she posted for everybody to see.
Well, it was ambiguous. There weren't enough details. So you go, so is the boss a jerk?
Well, people that know her know where she works.
I think she's more the jerk than the boss.
I do too, yeah.
Yeah, that would be my guess. So and I think a lot of people kind of agree with that. Well, when you live in the scam capital of the world, South Florida, you got to know all the latest things going on. And I have never heard of something called a relay attack. Do you know what that's all about, Virginia?
A relay attack. Is that with those devices where people can steal your signal coming off of your key fob?
Yeah, thieves will use electronic devices to capture and boost the wireless signal from your key, even if it's inside your house. And what they do with that, then they can unlock and steal your car without actually having the key.
Yeah, I told you about this thing. It's called a Flipper Zero.
Yeah, Kev, do you remember the Flipper Zero talk?
Rocco has
I do remember
one.
it. Yeah.
Does she? Or does he?
He does.
So does he have it on all the time so nobody can boost your signals?
No, he periodically plays with it, but it is definitely he can get into things. He went into a drugstore and got into their intercom system.
So it will also protect while it still steals signals. So he has what people are using for the relay attack.
He is the stealer.
So does it defend against someone who's trying to steal?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, okay. All right. So the Flipper Zero doesn't protect you against a relay attack. It only causes the attack.
If you want to check and see if that aluminum foil works, we could do an experiment.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see because they say that some drivers are now starting to wrap their smart keys or their key fobs in aluminum foil because when fully wrapped, it stops the key from sending out the signal the thieves are trying to intercept.
Fascinating.
I hadn't even heard anything like that. But what a pain in the behind. I mean, on top of everything else you got to do now, you got to go home and make sure you wrap your keys. I mean, that's where we are. Like, what is
And now I'm
going on?
I'm gonna have all this aluminum foil shrapnel everywhere.
I'm just trying to keep my keys together.
You've already got your key wrapped.
Look at my key right now, Kev. It's got tape on it. It's
held
barely
together
hanging
by a Band-Aid.
This is the one that fell down the elevator.
It looks it.
It's still standing, baby. I'm proud of this tape.
What's more beat up right now, you or your key?
I think the key is. I feel good.
Yeah, he's looking great over there.
Yay.
He's getting back together. And they say, too, that the foil can tear or leak signals if it's not wrapped tightly. And they say that purpose-built signal blocking pouches or better security habits may work better long-term.
Okay.
Never even thought about that. If you have a car that you care that somebody would steal, then apparently you've got to start blocking your key fobs so that people aren't coming up like Rocco and jacking the signals and driving away.
You ever had a car you wanted someone to steal?
I have. Right. All right, coming up, we have got more KVJ on the After the Show. You can watch it live. It is going to be on many different platforms, including YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. You can also check it out on demand on YouTube and Spotify. It'll be posted up there a little bit later on. Before we get to that, though, we always have to wrap it up with Jbird and his thought for the day. What you got today, Bird?
Rock bottom isn't the end. It's solid ground to push off from.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.